Brooklyn strong, can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay was just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The stir that or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo, yes, Claxton. Oh my goodness, y'all seen him out there tonight? The Claxman. Yo, we got a exciting show for y'all tonight. Know what I'm saying? You got me, special guest Jay. This is JTV, Key to Success, Nets Press, and y'all know the regular Joey BK. He's special too, but y'all know he be here on the regular. Shout to all the Nets fans. We the best fans. We won tonight, the last home game in the Barclays. We won. I felt like that meant something. Jay,
and I was in the building, of course.
And Jay was in the building. Talk to me, Jay. How was the energy inside of the building tonight?
The energy was lit. We was hyping there. The whole BK block was lit. I ain't gonna lie, attendance in the block was a little light, but attendance everywhere else seemed to be good. And the energy was good though. Like the spirits was up. You know what I mean? And we got the win. It was a tough game. It was close the whole game, but we got the win. And the crowd seemed to be happy with the team. Cam Thomas got the biggest fucking ovation in there. Like he was, they was loving him when they introduced him. And Clowney too. Like when Clowney got the start, he was getting a lot of cheers.
Hold on. Before we go further, does Dylan from Nets Press, does he know the Noah Clowney story? Does he know about the what happened with you and Noah Clowney?
Nah.
You gotta tell us.
Jay told him, nah.
Nah, it wasn't done. I was at practice in the park, but practice in the park got canceled. Well, got moved to the Barclays because it rained out. So we was in the Barclays. I got some good seats, but they was throwing stuff in the crowd, and I saw Clowney. Like we kind of locked eyes. I was like, "Yo, Clowney, throw that ball over here," and he threw it straight to me. Somebody in front of me tried to get it. I was like, "Move." He threw that to me.
That's what's up.
I got the ball.
That's funny, man.
I love that story, yeah.
Dude, it's funny because I was actually streaming on draft night, and I went nuts when we picked him. Not in a good way, because I truly not think he was worth it at that pick.
Okay, tell me why.
This the Clowney.
You know what it was? Watch. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, now he's shot that basketball. That's fire right there.
Word.
That's sick.
Word. Shout to Clowney.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was gonna say, like, you know what it was? I had so much higher expectations with the first 2-round picks that we had. I liked the Derek Whitehead pick. That was a player that I did want. But when I saw Cam Whitmore fall to where he fell, I was immediately saying, once he got to pick 17 with the Lakers, I was like, why are we not trading DFS and pick 20 for pick 17 and get Whitmore? Like, that would have been a perfect fit. Or even just DFS for 17 at the time, because that was something that they were interested in. So,
hold on. On that note, us getting Noah Clowney. Tell me why you were perturbed. You know what I mean? What is it about? And again, more what I'm trying to ask Nets Press or Dylan is from how you felt when we drafted him on draft night up until now. What was your thoughts then, and what is your thoughts now about Noah Clowney?
So it's funny because if you actually go onto my Instagram page, it's going to be very far down, but I had just started doing draft predictions and, people that I was looking into. Noah Clowney was the first person that I actually did a report on because I had felt that he was a good fit. He was projected to be, like a mid-second round pick at the time. And at that point in time, we had, our second round pick, which ended up being Jalen Wilson. I thought it was great value to grab him in, the mid to late second round. Then he started to climb a little bit. He was more so an early second round pick. And that's what he was projected at draft night, was between picks like 28 and 35. So when I saw us take him at, 20 or 21, that kind of, I felt that it was a little bit of a reach at the time. I thought somebody like Chris Murray would have been a much better fit for a team who was supposed to still be a playoff team at the time, which turned out to be not true. But overall, now that I've seen Clowney play, throughout the G League and throughout his time in the NBA so far, absolutely love the kid. I think he's incredible. He's everything that we need, a 6'10" power forward who can shoot the ball, who can, defend, who's quick on his feet, who can switch like Claxman. So I think that it was a great pick overall. And like I said, there's been times, even with Cam Thomas, I always say I would rather be wrong about a player and enjoy watching him play than hate watching a player play and say that I was right about them not being good. So I'm happy that he's good, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future.
Right now, Clowney and Cam Thomas are the most exciting things on this team, man.
Facts. And I think I agree with Jay for one. And for two, I think we all clamored for a 4. Like, we needed a 4. It was important for us to have a 4. And yeah,
bro, with Clowney on the floor, with Claxton, it looked like 2 Claxtons on the floor.
Talk to me about that.
Shoot too.
It does.
Hold on. And again, I know
see how many blocks they got together tonight?
About 13. About 13.
Did you see Clowney's interview? He said, they just kept trying to lay up the ball and we kept blocking it. It's that simple sometimes.
Yeah. Yo, talk to me again. This is what I'll be saying. Anytime anybody go to the game, I love to hear it because I've been to a game, not this season, unfortunately, but I've been to a game and the energy there. And I always ask the fans that was there about the energy because I'm telling you, Brooklyn loves basketball. And I really think we wanted this team to be good. We felt like, you know what I mean? I think Noah, I say all I have to say this. I think Noah Clowney gives us a reason for Nets fans to keep their head up. Like, yo, we could look forward to next season. He brings some type of hope to the team. Am I going too far with this or no?
Nah, you not.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, no, not at all. I think he's going to be a great piece. And as of right now, with the way that Dorian Finney-Smith has kind of, looked this season and the rumors around him, I don't see why Noah Clowney isn't our starting power forward next year at the rate that he's going.
I was literally just telling Jay. I was telling him, I was like, if I had Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney, let's say this is just a simulation world, right? And I get to make the decision. I'm getting rid of anybody who could stunt their growth in any possible way. Yep. So if you're above the age of 28 and haven't been an all-star, goodbye.
I agree.
Because the simple fact is that regardless of what we want to do, we always want to win. But I don't want to just win this year. I want to win next year. I want to win the year after that. And the only way that start is the same way OKC did it. It's by deciding, or even the same way the Warriors did it. By deciding that these older players are no longer worth the value, not now, but 6 years from now, 7 years from now, 8 years
that's
from
my
now.
biggest problem. That's my biggest problem with certain Nets fans, man. They're trying to tell us that we have picks. We have 1 pick in the next 3 years, and 2025 and 2026 could possibly be some of the best draft classes we've ever seen. 2025 alone, you got Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. Like, that is a year that Houston is going to gain a top 3 pick unless if we, out of spite not wanting them to get that pick, trade for a star and give up the remaining assets that we have to just build a contender.
I want to add to that, Dylan. That's press. I feel like again, and I feel like the GM and the general manager assistant, you know what I mean? They got different jobs, but they both pull weight, right? So to my knowledge, when I watched Voice of the Nets, I watched a podcast and they had Jeff Peterson basically saying, like, yo, you know, I'm the one who goes out and does all of the college drafting and all that. When you talk about seeing who gonna be nice at the draft and what college plays we should pick, that's what the general manager assistant job. I know this because I watched Voice of the Nets on the podcast. That's his duty. So again, the credit that Sean Marks we was given, it really job wise, yeah, he overseeing in a way where he, you know, he said gives the yes or no at the end of it. But the actual work, to my knowledge, it goes into the assistant GM. Not to take anything away from Sean Marks.
But Breezy,
yeah,
I just want to say at this point, I feel like putting our stock into either getting draft picks or trading for draft picks, that's a slippery slope because I feel like we've already been down that. We've been bit by the viper twice already down that rabbit hole, right? So I feel like, and I can't remember who was talking the last time, a couple days ago on the pod, but he was talking about the people in the G League, and like there's a lot of players outside the draft that didn't get drafted, that won't get drafted on draft night, that we could still get some solid players. As he was just saying, we about to go through probably the 2 deepest drafts in a long time. Like, you're going to be having people drafted in the 2nd round. That can arguably be a 1st round pick in many other drafts. Like,
but hold on, let's slow it down. I want to go to Joey BK. I want to ask, since we fast forwarded to 2025 season, at the end of next season, what kind of stats is Noah Clowney putting up, Joey BK? What you think he what kind of numbers you think he do next season if he's the starting power forward for the Brooklyn Nets?
I like Noah, man. I like Noah a lot. Like Nets press, I didn't really care for him when we picked him up. I thought he was going to be a project, but he's clearly has grown in the G League. I mean, he looks comfortable out there. I don't want to jump the gun, but he can average maybe between 14 and 16, maybe like around 7 to 8 boards.
Okay.
On that.
All right. I hear you.
I'd say those are perfect numbers if we're rebuilding. The only problem is, like, from the perspective of what we've gotten from them so far, they're not staying with what they have right now. So they're either going to go out and star hunt or they're going to go out and rebuild. So I feel like those numbers definitely depend on what that comes up to. But I agree that he could be a guy that can put up at least 16 and 8 a game. That's definitely a fair range.
Yeah. So let me just ask this to the panel. Like, I mean, we're looking at this team, and again, I see a lot of upside with Claxman, Clowney on the floor. And let me say this, and this is the difference between Clowney, DFS, and CJ Cam Johnson. Clowney can pump fake, and he can make you respect his pump fake because he could put the ball on the floor and get to the basket. I seen him do it like 3-4 times tonight.
Right, but not only that, I don't mean to cut you off, but not only that, we missing a key factor. Like, you can't teach size. Like, Clowney has the length to bar the people on the offensive end. I mean, on the defensive end, he also has the length to pretty much shoot over smaller defenders. So if he could just put that 3-level scoring thing together, he's going to be scary because, especially the 3-ball, because you got a guy at that size with that lateral quickness that's able to shoot and go to the rim. That's pretty good. That's a perfect floor, you know. And then help Claxman on the other side with defense and rebounding. So,
yeah, and I like his tone. Like he seems serious enough to, like, I take him serious. Like he really want to win in Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
I was just saying that to Jay about both of them. Every time you hear them talk, Cam Thomas and Noah, all they talk about is basketball, making their teammates better. It gets programmed into you to think that this is like, these are the people that you should believe in because they have the same thought process as you. Like, right. I like that, and they young. That's kind of crazy from younger people. Like, I feel like the last time you really see that is from like players like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, he just, every time you hear him talking, that's all he talked about. And now,
so You agree with Brockwork Key? He say he compliment Clax. Yeah, y'all agree with that?
I think he compliments. Truthfully, I agree that with what he said. That was the first thing I was gonna say, because I don't really like to look into the future. Like, I always go by. I said it beforehand. I say it again. 40 games. I don't know what anybody is going to do until I've seen them play 40 consecutive games in the NBA. Give the best defensive players 40 games to figure out how to stop you from scoring and then continue to score. And then that's when I start to think about, well, where can I put them? What role are they going to play on a team? So I don't really like to look that far into it, but just his size alone, y'all was talking about 14 and 16, and he give you 9 and 7 at 6'11". 6'10". Come on. I always say, and this is the same thing I was saying about Ben Simmons before. Size is a completely different factor than anything else. Than speed, agility. If you can add these little things, as he was saying, with the lateral quickness, and you take that pressure off of Clax, that he don't have to worry about a Jason Tatum and the big man in the dunker spot. You know, that just size alone. I want to see that, and I don't want to see that growth stunted by any player that hasn't been to an All-Star game and is above the age of 28. I don't want to see it.
Boy, hold on. To add context to your conversation, I looked at the power forwards that's on the free agency for next season, bro. We better off developing Clowney at the 4, opposed to trying to pay big money for any of the 4s out there.
I've been saying this for 2 seasons now. I think our only problem was the availability that players were given. Yeah. I don't think that we really, unless you're going to add that veteran leadership to help your budding star players become those stars, I don't think you should be trying to add any veteranship, because at the end of the day, I keep using OKC as an example.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah. Hold on, Ivan. You next, matter of fact. Then we're gonna go to LM.
Okay. As I use OKC as an example so much, but that's just an example. Just let these young boys play. Let these young boys build their own version of mentorship and their own road in the NBA. And you can see a lot of good things happen, especially with 2 locked-in people, 2 young locked-in guys like Cam Thomas, who now we've seen that. It don't matter what defense you score at him. If he want to put up 30, the ball's going in the hole. You know what I mean? So, like, to have that guy and have him focus not on himself, not talking about what the team need to bring in, take out. He's like, yo, I just want to sit down with my team and keep building, keep grinding, keep getting to it. That's what you need. Like, and then to have 2 guys like that, anything else in front of them is useless to me. And superstar, don't matter. These points? Yeah.
Yo, so like I told y'all guys said I was crashing out over Clowney, right? So
I didn't say that. I was
like, you didn't say it, nah, bro. You know, you Breezy, you were with me.
Ever since he signed J basketball post or whatever, I was like, I'm rocking with him because
you was rocking with it. You was rocking with it, Breezy. I'm just saying, you know, some people say I was crashing out, whatever. You know, there in the fall.
That was me.
I mean, the only thing I was saying, man, with Clowney, what makes it special, man, you kind of have a Claxman S that can space the floor. Mm-hmm. You saw their strategy, right? They try to bring Claxman out, so they're like, all right, we got to take him out the paint so nobody can block us. And Clowney said, y'all forgot about me and blocked the shot, regardless. So either you take Clowney out and try to bring him out to the perimeter, you got Claxman in there. You know what I mean? And what makes this thing special is, you can put Clowney at the 5. A spurts, small ball like spurts. And that works efficient too, because you kind of have still Claxman without having Claxman there. Now, if you put Claxman and Clowney together, that's just a blocking party. You know what I mean? So
I would say he invited a lot to that block party. 12 blocks between the power forward and the center is impressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
they both.
Let's go to LM, man. LM, man, how you feel about tonight's game, bro?
It was pretty good. I like what I saw. I think in terms of Clowney, I think the only thing he has to do is really put size on him. I mean, you saw what Sabonis did to that man. That was just horrible.
No, hold on. I want to talk about the Sabonis thing though, because I think Clowney did a phenomenal. job with Sabonis. I don't see what y'all saw. I think he did a Sabonis was frustrated turning the ball over in that quarter into no offense. Sharp came and that's when we even took the lead. That's why I saw like at the end it was the lead
Yeah,
was
but
too late because they got on fire.
he still need to put on size in terms.
Right.
Even though he can guard Sabonis to an extent, but Sabonis
Yeah,
pushed
which
him
is
around.
And
But
The
J-Bro got his
biggest
little
issue.
spots too.
Bro,
Don't
hold on.
forget
Y'all
about
think that's
J-Bro.
fair, bro? Sabonis got grown man strength, man. He fucking chopped that.
yeah. Thank you,
but hold
Breezy.
on. What
Nobody
I'm
stopping
saying is
Sabonis. He did a great job, bro. I think he did a good job with Sabonis. I really generally think Sabonis would. If you watch the first and second quarter, Sabonis was turning the ball over. He couldn't even grab the ball. Like the kid was too fast for him. He literally did a lot of offensive charges too. Like if you saw the game, like the reason why they started losing, I think it was a bad strategy, double teaming Sabonis. Then it opened it up for everybody to start shooting threes, and it
Yeah,
was a
nah,
wrap.
man.
Like
Listen.
I
Hold
think
on.
if he's going to start playing the four, he got to put on more weight. When you
Yeah,
look
nah,
at the
hold on.
Well,
fours
bro,
in
Can
the
it's his
can I
league,
first
jump in
year,
on that
man.
though?
He's still
Hold on,
what's he like
Ivan, man.
19?
Let him pivot and finish his take. LM, finish your take, and then we're gonna go to Eskimo, man. You talking about a game that wasn't even tonight. Shit, we
right?
got a
But
tonight.
I like what I've seen. I like what I've seen tonight. From Clowney. I like the defensive end. Um, I think it's interesting because Ali has been benching Mikal Bridges a lot in these past few games, in going with Jalen Wilson. And to me,
Good.
that says something because I feel like with Vaughn, he would have had Mikal out there still, and
Bringing
I
it up.
think that just speaks to
Hey, sit your
the
ass
process of just
straight.
sit down, let the young guys bring it home. And
Take
in
a
terms
break.
of Schroeder in Cam Thomas and Clowney and Claxton, shout out to Claxton for that poster for that
So
end. That
hold
shit
on.
was
So
nice.
again,
But
LM, to add to your talking point, do you like the fact that he sat Lonnie Walker too? That's a DNP right there, sitting nice next to his name. Hey, we let Lonnie Walker go so we don't have to pay him. Don't pay. I don't know, man. We need to keep
look, Breezy. I'll say this, right?
feel about
It
that, man.
depends on on him coming back from injury, right? We got to bring him back in spurts. But this is
Hold on.
why I say,
Let
Nah,
pivot
he
to
could go.
Eskimo too. Hold on. We're gonna pivot to Eskimo because he joined the panel easy on the panel too. Eskimo,
right.
man, how you feel about all this? You think we need to keep Clack, sign him, or maybe no?
Um, like I said, with Clax is always tough making that decision. You know what I'm saying?
They paying Ben
Nah,
Simmons.
that hesitation was crazy though.
I would say the same thing about Ben too, because there's good and there's bad.
Let me
So
ask you
yep,
this.
yep, yep,
Let me
yep.
ask you
you know
this.
what I mean?
Ben isn't worth an empty
Hold on.
vending machine right now.
Hold on. I don't know. Hold
Right.
on.
I'll
Hold
take him for a one pair of boots right now, man.
Hold on, Eskimo. So
Go
you saying that CJ should be getting bread and Ben Simmons should be getting bread before Claxton? The Claxman? Clax party, the block
bro.
party? The original block party?
Hold on. All right.
Ben
So
can't get more bread than a
If they
hooker on a
so
corner.
come
gonna pay
on. All
CJ,
right.
Ben,
All
how
right.
they
Look,
Cam got his contract already though.
I want you to look at this.
Eskimo?
Those dudes were due for payment before Clax, right? They were due for payment before Clax. They were sitting on Clax waiting for him to do what he got to do. His time has come. So I'm saying it's a hard decision to make because you can't find Clax defense that easy in the league. You might be able to find a little bit better offense, but you can't find his defense. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
So it's a very tough decision whether you want to let him walk or you want to trade him or keep him. You know what I mean?
Hold
Hey,
on, since y'all, hold on, listen.
Can I say something to that?
Yeah, hold on. Before you do, Joey, because I know you're gonna have a good rebuttal. I just want to pivot to Jay real quick, and I just want to ask one question before you say whatever you want to say about Claxton, right? Jay, can you just tell the fans that's listening what happens to the Barclays after a Clax attack?
Oh, niggas erupting. Niggas love to see dunks. Niggas
Yeah, but
love
was
to
that
see
the tourist or
dunks.
was that the fans?
Huh?
Was that the tourists though or the fans? Because
Both.
that's another thing
Both.
too.
That's a good
That's another thing
question.
too.
He said
That's
the
another
tour.
thing too this year.
Both. They love to see dunks. But like I said, I feel like towards the end of this season, and I don't know why, towards the end of last season too, it was the energy in there when we losing and shit. Like during the losing shit, like it still be hype though. Like niggas still there wanting to win. Like
hold on, go ahead. What was you gonna
last
say?
year after that trade, I was depressed, but everybody else seemed to be happy.
Nah, bro,
Hey,
I was
Breezy, when
optimistic.
you get a chance, I got to touch up on 3 of these topics real quick. So whatever I can get up, let me know.
Yeah, nah, you after Joey BK. Go ahead, Joey BK. Joey's trying to say something.
No, I was just, it's gonna be real quick. I was just gonna say, you have to play Clax, man, especially the way he's playing next to Clowney. Like we finally get two solid. We finally get 2 young solid big men who fit well together. You can't let that go. Now,
Preach, Joey.
we hold on. We got to get off this CJ and Mikal shit of worrying about them niggas because they're overrated role players. They shouldn't even be getting built around or even worrying about them. Period. The people we need to keep is Trendon Wofford. Find a way to keep that guy. Okay? Because he's giving
shout out to Joey because that profile pic represents us in a nutshell.
He's giving you thanks, man. He's giving you fucking
my nigga Vegeta.
Yeah.
He's giving you solid output, and he don't even get paid at least a quarter of what fucking CJ is getting paid. So you keep trending. I'm cool with letting Lonnie go, and you got to keep Schroeder. Schroeder been solid for us all year. He balled out tonight. Nobody said anything about Schroeder, but as soon as he played bad, niggas got
I like his grit. I like his grit, man.
Schroeder
I like Schroeder.
Would y'all want him starting next year?
Yes, over Ben Simmons. Yes.
Yeah. Ben Simmons. Don't even tell me over mention that guy, man. Like, but hold on. I know that Nets Press said he was going to say something. We're going to go to Easy after Nets Press. I'm listening. Dylan was good.
So there's a few topics that you guys touched on real quickly that I wanted to get to. One was, I forgot who was mentioning it, but it was about, not adding veterans to the team anymore. That is something that the Nets should have figured out at the deadline. They messed up this deadline so horribly. The Dinwiddie for Schroeder swap was great. I can't give any shit for that. I think Schroeder is a guy who, if they fail to add a star this year, or if they don't use him to gain a star, he's a trade deadline piece next year as an expiring contract that could gain us a pick or another young player. So I'm not mad with that. Either way, he's used to improve the team. For Claxton, though, this is something that I've been talking about now for at least 7-8 months. You cannot pay Claxton to be worth 20 to 25 million if you have Ben Simmons and Cam Johnson on this team. You cannot have three of your 3 highest paid players being guys who can't put up more than 15 a game. It's impossible. It is financial suicide. It is organizational suicide. So the thing is like you said, you touched on Trendon Watford at first. Yeah. We're going to lose Lonnie, whether we want to or not. He's going to get a payday from a contender. He's not going to want to come back here because his minutes have been reduced. Same thing with Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right? So Dennis Smith Jr., Lonnie Walker, likely gone. If DFS gets traded, Dennis Smith is 1,000% gone. Same vice versa. So right there, you got 3 players who are likely out the door. That gives Trendon Watford the MLE, the mid-level exception. Nice. Now you bring back Claxton for like the 20 to 25 million, but at that point you got to figure out: are we moving CJ and Schroeder plus picks for a star? Are we moving Mikal? Are we moving CJ? Are we moving or releasing Ben? And are we setting the rebuild? So everything that I've seen so far.
But Dylan, let's not use that word loosely with star because everybody pivots. Donovan Mitchell. Word around the water cooler is that word around the water cooler he injury prone. Word around the water cooler he ain't get that far in the West. Word around the water cooler we got to see what he do in the East. I mean,
listen, I was on the bandwagon to go grab him at first. I absolutely love Donovan Mitchell if we didn't have Cam Thomas. And
Exactly.
a lot
Thank
of
you.
And a lot of you.
That's what we've
And
been
a lot
saying,
of you
yeah.
guys know me as a big time Cam Thomas hater, but I will say he's proven me wrong, and I absolutely love the kid. I think he's incredible.
Welcome to the club, bro.
That's real, bro.
But what
That's
I will
a real
say though,
analysis.
That's because you got a 40 game rule. You just don't. At first, I wasn't a Cam Thomas dude neither. I was like, I gotta see.
So
Let me see first.
You know what it is though? I did not hate him as a player. I hated his goddamn fans because I am so tired, and I still am today, of hearing people say that this kid's the next Kobe Bryant. I'm sorry, hasn't made an All-Star team. Hasn't made the playoffs.
So Ness,
Yeah, that's mad crazy.
I'm not taking it that far either.
I got a
that's
question for Ness
wild.
Press.
And these are a lot
He
of
do
Cam
got
Thomas
that Mamba
fans here.
mentality though.
Yeah.
Ness Press, do you agree that Ben Simmons and CJ are the Nets' Achilles heel cap space wise?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, they're the two highest paid players.
Yes, they're the two highest paid guys that barely give us anything. They are hindering us.
They are absolute. Oh my god, I can't stress enough how many times I've sat on NBA trade machine and just figured out ways to just dump them for absolutely nothing. I've tried everything. I'm so tired of it.
We have
dude. I would package CJ and Ben for a fucking crumble cookie and an empty vending machine. I don't give a shit.
I love crumble cookies.
Dude,
I'll get them out of here for chopped cheese or something.
Yeah, but see, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? So I got a random theory for y'all. So now imagine this. Right now, I think the problem, and I said this before and I'm going to say it again. The problem with Ben Simmons in New York is that he's Ben Simmons and he's in New York. It's too much expected of him. It's too much pressure. But now let's say he goes to a team that just don't need him to be Ben Simmons. I think that'll be the best Ben Simmons that you ever going to see ever again.
I don't think there's any team in this league that needs a 6'10" point guard not to be Ben Simmons.
But think about this. So I brought up Milwaukee as a random team. For defensive reasons, you would love to have a 6'10" point guard with Dame, with Giannis, with them
the
shooters.
Crazy part is they have that with Giannis.
But now you have another one for the guards?
No, they don't need another one. They don't need
Giannis,
another one.
I was going to say, realistically, this year, Giannis has been absolutely incredible, and that is a dude that I despise with all of my life because of what happened in game, what was it, 4? Game 4? Yeah.
Me too. I
Exactly. That's the same reason I hate him.
Wait, what's the game? We all hate you we hate him for the same reasons.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to say this real quick. That Trendon Watford at the point guard and Dennis Schroeder at the point guard do stuff that Ben Simmons wasn't doing, and that's put pressure on the rim. So again, when I talk about him, the 15 games, let's not forget that to bring context to the conversation. Regardless of what you say about him, he played 15 games. So the sample size, like Key said, he don't even meet the criteria. I think. Hold
on. You said 15 games, right?
Listen, if he only played 15 games and Trendon Watford and Schroeder played more than 15 games as the point guard, because it's fair to say that he was the, bringing the ball up, doing stuff that point guards do. You know what I'm saying? Fake dribble handoffs. He was going to the basket. We could have him instrumental because of the chemistry with him and Cam Thomas and how they play at LSU. Like, I don't know. I don't see us letting him go. We signed him, and to again, like Nets Press, Dylan said, I agree with all of that. As far as
I agree with everything you said too.
Well, real quickly though, on some real
I don't see how they get them off the books.
You know what's crazy? Clowney fits better this roster than Ben Simmons does because he can't play with Claxman. Ben cannot play
anybody
with
fits better than Ben Simmons because actual other players play the game of basketball. Ben Simmons is at New York Fashion Week. Listen, I was a big advocate for Ben. I loved Ben. I thought he was going to come here and be great. He has done backflips around me.
I mean, like, what's
way of what I needed him to do? Like, think about it logically. Trendon Watford, a league minimum player. Trendon Watford, a league minimum player tonight, played 15 minutes and put up 6 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Ben Simmons couldn't do that. Guy's getting paid $40 million.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, and this is why I'd be so mad, because it's like, why do we want to go and grab? I feel like it's kind of just a New York curse at some point. Why do we want to go grab the biggest, most injured thing in the world that used to be a superstar.
But what
why do we do that as New York teams?
Blame
that pisses me off.
No, I'm trying to.
Blame
I want to.
me. I got a Kyrie, Katie, and Ben Simmons jersey. Blame me.
So,
it's my
fault. Hold on. Let me ask Keith.
Because wait, hold on. One question, real quick, Breezy. Before you ask me, let me ask you a question. Has there ever been an athlete in any sport 6'10" or up to come back from a back injury?
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr.
And he's a shooter.
It took this long. How many seasons it took him though?
Well,
was he?
A year.
It wasn't that. Probably like 2 if you mean the Bucks.
Well, hold on. There's arguments for both sides though. Michael Porter Jr. I've been watching him since he was in high school. The kid was supposed to be the next KD. He had everything: mid-range, pull-up,
right? That's
finishing, three-point shot. This kid had handles. He was widely considered to be the next Kevin Durant. Got the back injury
later.
That's a fact.
But that's the thing, though. He figured out how to become a catch and shoot player, a rebounder, a guy who can still use his little bit of athleticism that he has left.
But that's mentality. That's not basketball skill no more. Now we're in a whole different category.
Exactly.
We're in a whole different category.
I mean, realistically, though, you have to feel bad for him. This is the third time he's dealing with this, right? He's had 2 surgeries. This is now 3 times where he's missed major time because of the fact of this injury. So it's his body telling him to retire. That's a fact.
But even if his body is good, even if his body is perfect right now, guess what? His mental is shot from here to hell, bro. It don't matter no more. It's over.
Hold on. I want to say this because I know people be saying my
take. Ivan, we gonna go. Let me go, and then you can go after me. What I was trying to say is again, far as negotiating, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, he could do better. The GM, you know what I mean? I feel like he can negotiate better. You feel what I mean? And again, my thing is know who to pay. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could have paid Jared Allen just because out of the 4 between Karras, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, and Joe Harris. Bro, you paid Joe Harris. You didn't want to pay Spencer.
Yeah, but in all honesty, though, you don't pass up on the opportunity to grab a 2-time All-Star who just came off of a season averaging 33, 12, and 11. You don't do it. James Harden was the guy for us at the time. So moving Jared Allen and all of them made sense.
It was a smart move, yeah.
What Joe Tsai and Sean Marks did after is where they went wrong. Look at what the Clippers just did. They brought in Harden. They re-signed Kawhi. They're trying to re-sign Paul George, but I'm hearing Indiana is in play because they can't meet on a term number-wise for how much money he wants. But even then, they're still making the efforts for a team who has been absolute dog shit with injuries for the last 4 or 5 years and still trying to make it work. That's what you do. You don't give a team 365 days and say, oh, well, this one's having a temper tantrum. This one can't play because we're trying to force him to get a vaccine. And this one gets hurt every February with a sprained MCL. Like, you don't do that. You have these guys under contract. You have the option to extend them. Do your due diligence, make them happy, and fucking sign them. There's no reason that those two should have been gone split seconds after they made their trade request. And sure as shit not for a guy with a back injury, a guy who's 30 years old, and a guy who was a bench center who can't play in the playoffs. Love Andre Drummond, but it's just, you don't do that, especially for one first-round pick. Or 2, I'm sorry, but one's protected. So you just don't do that. You could have waited. I would have rather have lost Harden for nothing, in all honesty, because you still would have had Kyrie, Harden, and KD play for 1 more year. That still gives you the option to re-sign them. So that was just pure stupidity.
Literally, I just said that. When, as the owner of the team, do you just, I want to, and you just go, no, I'll see you at practice. But when do you just say that? Like, if you're going to lose them anyway, if that's the rumor mill, just say no. And I'm gonna lose you anyway.
Look at Kobe. Look at KD. Look at who's another example of this? I mean, like Kobe and KD, they made their requests, right? Kobe was done with the Lakers. He was like, "Get me the fuck out." They traded for Pau Gasol, right? They helped him out. KD, I want out. Okay, we're not trading you because you're the best player in the fucking world right now. So sit down. Right? That's what you do. That's what you do. James Harden. People shit on James Harden's tenure in Brooklyn, but if people don't remember, the guy was averaging 27 and 13 a game in his tenure with Brooklyn for his first season.
Yo, Dylan, I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I feel that shit is stat glory, bro. But I watch the games, so I actually recap because I recap it, so I watch the games. Mm-hmm. And bro, I'm telling you, in the core 4 that we had with Harris, Spence, and Jared Allen, bro, that core 4, because Harden was here, we lost defense in the perimeter and defense in the paint. Getting cooked.
Okay, but
Nah,
so
Breezy, I disagree. The offense was so good, bro. Like James Harden,
And
you
how
saw that
often
first.
was that, bro? They ain't play that many games. They played was under 20 games, bro.
No,
That shit
hold
was
on,
it's
hold
not
on,
that.
hold on.
It's not
Okay,
that
hold
big
on.
of
I
a
want to
difference.
say this. Hold on. I
Key
want to
said
say this.
40
Hold
games.
on, hold on.
Hold on. Key said 40 games. And they didn't even meet the criteria to say that they even play 40 games in
Ain't
the
even
Look,
season.
half of that.
hold on. I wanted to say this, bro.
And
When
I
we
got to jump
played
in
against
after.
when we played the Celtics, when James Harden was still here, right in the first round, James Harden single-handedly beat the Celtics, bro, by himself.
They
Like,
they were they were without Jaylen Brown though. I will admit that.
Right.
yeah, they
They
were.
were
They
they were
still, he
One
without
was.
game
Jaylen.
though.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
One game though.
He still smoked them, bro. Like they only won one game. He still smoked, and he was playing amazing. You saw how, bro. James Harden literally
Bro,
Sharp
it's
was
the
scoring
first
20
round,
points.
bro. What you see what I got scrolling across the screen?
Okay, but here's the thing though. Everybody's trying to say that the trade for James Harden killed everybody. It's not the trade for James Harden that killed this team. It's the fact that Sean Marks couldn't pick up the fucking phone and do his job and trade his little butt buddy Joe Harris afterwards for more depth. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. You had the opportunity to add more depth, and you didn't. You kept Patty fucking Mills over Bruce Brown. You kept your butt buddy Joe Harris because you liked his hair, all right? And you also paid him a fuck ton of money that he didn't
Yo.
deserve. And then you also kept like there's levels to this that he does not know how to do. He had the three pieces that he needed, and he couldn't build the contender the rest of the way. He just couldn't add the depth.
Can I just say one
Right.
thing to slightly disagree with you?
Yo.
I'm a believer in energy, locker room chemistry. I feel like the game starts before you play. And the reason why they got James Harden had the whole shit spooked from the beginning. It was done. You got a diva, you got Batgirl and Robin demanding shit like they drive the Batmobile, and you just go, okay. When people, there's nothing good that could come from that. Like the whole getting him, like you said, it was still the good move. Like you talking about somebody who was averaging a triple-double a season ago, and you could pretty much get him for value, for face value, peanuts.
Not to mention Philadelphia was also in play for him, and we took them from a divisional rival that would have ultimately probably with prime Harden
went
for that
crazy
year next to Embiid, that probably went crazy.
Yeah.
So my thing is though,
Cole Smith said, I wanted to tell you, Cole Smith, he complimented. He said, your guest comments make me feel like I'm there on the panel. Is his name Dylan?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. So that's Dylan from Nets Price. He's on Twitter and on IG. He's on IG and Twitter. And YouTube, too. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Dylan.
Dude, Dylan speaking facts, though, bro.
But on some real shit, though, like, if you're really looking at this, you have – and take out the diva, take out the vaccine, take out the my beard hurts, let me sit down tonight. All right? You have a top 3 player in the world in Kevin Durant. You have the most skilled offensive player in basketball history in Kyrie Irving. And I hate him now, but it's the truth. Then you also have the most skilled scorer and playmaker in the league at the time in James Harden. That's not that's not those three's fault. You have the 3 top 15 players in the world and the best core 3 in the league. You don't sit there and not make moves to improve that team. They kept
you go get Mario Thomas.
They traded Spencer Dinwiddie for seconds. They could have gotten Kyle Kuzma.
Right.
Like these are simple
right. I forgot
moves.
about that.
But that's what I'm saying. These are simple fucking moves that the Nets could have made to add more depth to that team. Instead, you allow Bruce Brown to go so Patty Mills can continue to be your, little Kiwi butt buddy.
So hold on.
Hold on.
Let's say, hold on, Dylan. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pause. But let's stay there real quick. So then we're gonna go to Easy. Shout out to Easy. Just chilling in the. You know what I'm saying. But when you talk about depth, what kind of rotation you want to see the coach run? How many players you would like to see playing in a game in a rotation, like 10-man roster?
When you're a contending team, you should be playing 9 guys.
9 guys. Okay.
You should be playing 9.
Yeah,
because your star should be able to play the minutes. It's not you shouldn't be sitting down because your toe hurts. You should be playing. So
hold on. I want to say
that you should be at a 9-man rotation.
I want to say about even the Brooklyn when y'all said about the Joe Harris, people forgot like when Kyrie was playing, Joe Harris was actually putting up numbers. Blake Griffin too.
Big difference though. Joe Harris isn't clutch. They watched him in that Milwaukee series. That should have told him right away that He's not
Yeah,
built
but
to
Joe
contend.
Harris, a lot of them took a hit when Kyrie went down, like half our players. You know what I mean? Because they were playing amazing ball
No,
too. Like
I watched Joe Harris.
The thing is, you replace Cam Johnson with Joe Harris in that series, you still don't
but
make them
nah, but
shots. That's just crazy.
it's a Dylan's talking point, bro. He
Nah,
wasn't clutch. Like you could
nah.
do
I
all that.
watched Joe Harris miss
He
6
wasn't
straight
clutch,
threes
bro.
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean,
to lose
I
game
get
5.
that, but Joe Harris was playing good when Kyrie was there too.
Bro,
When
no,
Kyrie was
when
there,
Kyrie got hurt in the
Also-
playoffs in Milwaukee, he couldn't hit the side of a barn. No.
yeah, but half
He
of the
couldn't.
players started playing
He couldn't
bad
hit the
Also,
too.
ocean. Like
I
he
saw
couldn't
Cam
even
Johnson.
fucking make a shot in the ocean.
I saw Cam Johnson in the finals. Nah, I can't agree with that, bro. I can't.
Cam
Agree.
Johnson at least made a finals. That's the thing. Joe Harris couldn't fucking be clutch in the second round of a playoff
Yeah,
game.
but Kyrie affected all of that, bro. When he went down, that's what I'm saying. We really looked invincible.
Those are all
like
excuses.
Joe
though.
Harris was
Nah, he still
43%.
Joe Harris is not even win a 3-point contest, bro. He still got to hit.
Shooter.
Yeah,
Joe Harris
I
has a
get what you
40%
guys saying.
Kyrie or not, bro. That's your
bro.
job to hit, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, I
like,
gotta
It doesn't
put this
matter
in
if Kyrie
perspective.
not there or not, bro.
Bro, but I get.
Hold on,
Hold
let
on. But y'all rewind those series, bro. When Kyrie was playing, he put so much pressure on the defense that it made it easy for Joe Harris. Joe Harris scored.
And
You look at
still
the
missed.
went down when Kyrie went down too. Like majority
There's
of them
no
started
excuses,
jamming.
man.
There's no excuses,
That
bro.
that
Bro,
Joe
it is
Harris
what it
was
is,
trash.
bro. That's what
That-
I saw, bro. I
No,
remember
bro,
that
I'm telling you,
series
that's
vividly.
not what it is.
Ivan, stop
If you
blazing,
watch
man.
Game
Come on.
6,
Let easy,
if you
let
watch
easy.
Game
It's
6,
just true,
Yo.
bro. I don't think Joe, bro. These
Yo,
players
let
need.
easy music
Half of
on.
the shots that he missed that he could have made it to elevate us in that game was wide open.
Bro,
Hold
but
on,
It
Joe
wasn't
Harris,
like he was
bro,
shooting no contested,
hold on, y'all.
no
Game
contested
6,
threes
y'all
with a
think
hand in his
that man
mouth.
missed
So
5
y'all expect Joe
three-pointers in the
Harris?
last 5
Y'all
minutes,
expect Joe
and they were
Harris to
wide
create his own
open.
shot, bro, when people are taking him out the
Bro,
3-point line?
why are we talking about Joe Harris, bro?
Nah, because fuck Joe Harris. He ruined my entire goddamn existence.
Like,
That motherfucker took away 2 championships from me. Fuck Joe Harris.
Right.
All right?
please let me work.
Yo, two.
On some real shit. Fuck Joe Harris.
Yo, listen.
shit.
Again, we not crashing out talking about Joe Harris. We not doing that. Shout to
Nah, but can you just give me 1 second? Can you just give
Yeah,
me one second?
go ahead, Brody. Go ahead,
Bro,
Brody.
whoever
Nah,
said
let him
Joe
get it.
Harris, whoever said Joe Harris wasn't making shots because he was contested, you're on crack. Game 6, if you watch the last 5 minutes of that game, the man missed 5 to 6 3-pointers that were wide open in the fucking corner. Wide open.
Thank you.
I've seen prostitutes literally covered more than what Joe Harris was in Game 6. They were letting him lane, and he was bricking because he's fucking hot trash. And that man single-handedly took away a goddamn championship for my organization.
KD needed that nigga to hit one shot, bro. That's all he needed to do. KD just needed him to hit
49, 17, and
one.
10.
Nah,
KD
but
had
Joe
49,
Harris.
17,
No, I'm not
and 10.
saying Joe Harris did like he was performing bad, but when Kyrie went down, bro, he was performing good with Kyrie. Kyrie was a good complimentary player. Look at the numbers, but Joe Harris did slump too. I'm not saying that he didn't.
Kyrie wasn't the complimentary. Joe Harris was. That's
I'm
why he
defending
could
Joe
only
Harris,
get
son.
off when Kyrie was on the
Yeah,
court.
I
I'm
agree. Whoever
sorry.
said that, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
hold
exactly
on.
what I'm saying.
Hold on. So again, to my talking point, then I want to go to easy. Listen, everybody that Sean Marks paid, they ain't really put in that work. The draft picks we got, putting in work. Now, them giving that contract to Jalen Wilson as a Nets fan, it warmed my spirit. I said, yo, man, they making good moves in the front office, man. So just in y'all opinion, y'all agree Jalen Wilson was good signing?
Incredible
Yeah,
signing.
of course.
You
Yeah.
have to when you have a guy who's a rookie, you have to give him one of those cheap ass multi-year deals. That's the best way to begin building your depth. The one thing that I will say that people haven't really talked about much is if you guys haven't looked at the Brooklyn Nets website, Sean Marks is actually listed as 2 positions, general manager and something else. It's pretty much director of operations.
I said that the last time.
If you look at what's going on, I'm sorry. They just lost their assistant GM, which was their next GM. Absolutely sucks. And I've talked to people about that, and they have confirmed that he was supposed to be the next GM, but because we wouldn't move Marks this year, he didn't want to stay. Completely understandable because he deserved the job from the start. But if you move Marks up to, whatever it is of operations or basketball, whatever, you have to find a new GM. And I think that's a route that they're willing to take because Sean Marks is an incredible drafter. Yeah, we can't deny that. He's found talent without a lottery pick for the last 6 years. And we haven't had a lottery pick for over 12 years. So when you have a guy that can draft that well, you keep him. But he can't have the ability to not trade players and trade players, because clearly he has just, the amount of malpractice that I've witnessed is pathetic. The fact that you don't try to at least negotiate with Houston. I understand him rejecting their trade offer, because I actually spoke with somebody, and though it's not 100% confirmed, it's the most accurate format of the trade. It was 2 first-round picks and Jalen Green for Macau. That was the base of it. So one of the picks was protected, the other one was unprotected. And from the sounds of it, the unprotected pick was this year. The protected pick was 2025. I completely understand why you don't want to start a rebuild with a protected pick in one of the best draft classes we're going to see. So I understand that. But the fact that they wanted him, and the fact that Houston has already admitted that they're going to be swinging big this offseason, why would you not at least say, listen, I want 2024 and 2025 unprotected. You can protect 2026, and you can keep fucking Jalen Green. Give us Jeff Green and Steven Adams. I don't care. They're both expiring contracts. Give us our 3 picks back, though, and let's move on.
Okay. So again, to add to
I
your
agree.
the GM
I agree too. I agree.
The GM is supposed to be able to negotiate this, that, and the third. Listen, I want this many potatoes for this many potatoes, this many tomatoes for this many tomatoes. And if you don't, you get around that negotiating table, they're going to get what they want. And it seemed like that's what was happening with the Brooklyn Nets. These other teams, they end up well. They get all of these draft picks from us, and they sitting pretty. It
was confirmed Daryl Morey bitched Sean Marks. Did you guys ever hear about that?
No. So what you say? Say that again.
I said it's actually been reported and confirmed that Daryl Morey didn't allow Sean Marks to get off the phone until the James Harden deal was done. He got bitched. He got bitched into making that deal. He was actually screaming at him, "You're not going to get off of this fucking phone until we make this trade," because it was already like 2:00 and the deadline was at 3. So,
but you know why stuff like that happens? Because we have not made a trade from a power position because of inexperience. We only make trades when the whole league knows that shit is fucked up in the locker room. So now they like,
they only make trades for vibes. They only
I'll give you a bottle of Coca-Cola for Kevin Durant right now.
Why do you think I get off of Twitter now? I was arguing with so many people for a while about this whole vibes bullshit, dude. Fuck your vibes, fuck your feelings. I want a championship. This team has never won an NBA. This team has never won an NBA Finals. Until they do that, take your vibes and shove them up your ass. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. All right. There's not a single championship. Listen. Teams like the Celtics and the Lakers can care about vibes because they have 16 to 17 fucking trophies.
And guess what?
We have 0. We have an 8.
And guess what?
That's not even real.
And guess what, Dylan? Guess what, Dylan? They don't give a fuck about vibes. You walk into the Lakers locker room talking about the vibe, they're going to kick you out because they want winners. Fuck a vibe, unless the vibe is winning.
They signed LeBron James and they traded for Anthony Davis. They had 16 championships and they fucking signed LeBron James and traded for Anthony Davis. Are you fucking kidding me?
You think they care about vibes? Ain't no friends.
Being in New York, that's why I said being in New York is an absolute death trap to us, bro. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your vibes. Suck it. Give me a championship. Until you win that, I don't care how you feel. There's nothing.
I just want to add on top of this. This really don't got nothing to do with nothing, and I could be wrong, and nobody don't got to back me on this. But that's why I don't like Mikal Bridges' friendly, smiling face ass. Why you nigga done tackled you to the floor? Why you get up and you don't go and dap up your teammate first? You go and hug the nigga that tackled you? Bro,
do you know how much that man's like disrespected this season?
I don't like that.
Hold on, Key, tell us why you don't like that being a Brooklyn Nets fan. I want to hear.
Bro, because, bro, we are from Brooklyn. Everybody want to be us, bro. If somebody was to do something, we are the ones to do something. So if a nigga tackle you, you tackle his ass back. Or you point to your big man, like if you really the superstar of the team, you point to your big man like next time that nigga come to the paint, I want to see blood, bro. All that smile, I can't take it no more. I cannot take the smiling, bro.
What do you mean, bro? That's
Claxman's
into fashion. McCall's into being buddies,
bro. That's the new age basketball. Now we got to keep it PG.
I ain't make no blood, but you know what I mean, man.
that person
realize
The
how much
blend of
Cal's gotten
intensity
violated
and
this year?
tenacity, bro. That's all I'm asking for.
I get it, brother.
I be
Do you
listening
guys
to
realize
Pat
how much
Beverly
Yo,
talk.
hold on. Y'all
violated
gonna
this year?
disagree with me, bro? I feel like it would Clowney play the power forward the way we play. We low key like off-brand Cavaliers, bro. Like we got Mobley,
Oh
Allen.
my fucking god,
Oh
yo.
man.
No, I ain't
Bro,
giving you that. Hold on.
bro,
Bro, this guy.
Listen.
Yo, bro, you be
The next thing
crashing
you know,
out.
they're
I
gonna
ain't
start
gonna
calling
lie.
Cam
This is my
Thomas.
second time hearing it. You be crashing out a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, we got listen. Clowney can be Mobley, Allen can be Claxman.
Clowney could be Mobley. Clowney could be
Mobley and
Donovan.
Jared Allen actually have size to them.
Hold on, have that conversation. Can Clowney play B Mobley?
Breezy, don't enter. No, bro.
Bro, Clowney had 7 blocks. When last time
we got smaller Kristaps
his name had
Porzingis
7
and
blocks.
skinnier Andre Drummond. That's what we got.
Right.
That's what we got.
That's an astute observation there, Dylan.
We got non-all-star Kristaps Porzingis and 10 times skinnier, no burgers, no meat, no protein. Andre Drummond. That's what we got. That's what we
With
got.
good knees. Wait. Don't forget the knees now. Don't forget the knees. He got good knees. What's up, Clax?
Yo, Cam Thomas and Donovan Mitchell.
Bro, stop talking. I'm muting myself.
Somebody was disrespecting Donovan Mitchell though before. That man has never missed the playoffs. Ever since his rookie year, he has never missed the playoffs.
I'm not disrespecting Donovan Mitchell. I don't like the fit. As a player, love him.
Hold on, Keith. Let me say this real quick.
It definitely fits.
Hold on, let me say this. Let's not pretend that the upside of Noah Clowney ain't for real. Now let's talk about it. Now, when it comes down to Noah Clowney, I see him not necessarily get beat by a guard, but let a guard go past him just so he could send that shit. He was blocking it because not just because somebody put the ball up in the paint and he was right there, he the big man and he blocked it. He chased down blocks. He run after, he stays with the play. And again, he's going after the ball. These are not hacks. So again,
hold on, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a better shooter than Mobley too.
And he might shoot the 3-ball better than what's his name?
Mobley,
bro.
Yeah.
This shit not no stretch. Hold on, y'all think this is a stretch? Y'all,
that's what I'm saying, bro. They just be saying whatever, bro.
Hold on.
I don't think.
Hold on, let's have that conversation. Y'all,
I don't think it's a stretch.
Hold on. Let me ask a question to the rebuttal.
Wait, who are we saying that
real quick? Let me. I'm gonna let y'all have the floor because y'all cooking tonight, boy. I'm just gonna ask a question to the rebuttal, right? A rebuttal to the question. All right, is Clowney defense as good as Mobley's, bro?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Mobley not. But
I think Clowney already got. Hold on. I want to say this before you go, Breezy. For a small sample, I know I'll be Clowney. This is for a small sample size that's seen these games. Playing against the Bucks, playing against the Pacers, playing against the Pistons, playing against the game tonight. Clowney holds his own, bro, easily and can guard 1 through 5. I think he could do a good job guarding 1 through 5.
So his defense is as good. So his defense is as good as Mobley's.
Not yet.
I think he'll be up there.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing about this.
I don't think it's a far stretch, like I said. So I don't think Mobley defense that way better. I'm crashing out. I can say that Mobley defense is not leaps and bounds better. I can definitely say that though, with confidence.
Just for a second,
bro, Mobley defense is way better than Clowney.
Hold on, Dylan. All right, yeah. Just let them know what it is.
Claude and Just Win at Nets Press on Instagram. I don't really use the YouTube too much anymore, so if you guys want, go give a follow over there on Instagram. That's where I post all my content and talk all my shit. So feel free. Shoot me a DM if you guys want, and then we'll figure something out.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to say, I for one, I've seen his page. His page, a lot of content, a lot of good content. Always stays up with what's going on with the Nets. Again, man, we got something in the mix soon, man, very soon. But go ahead. I ain't want to interrupt what y'all was saying. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think it's leaf and bounds the way y'all said. Like, okay, it's like saying everybody know Claxman defense, right? It's one of the best defense in the league. Everybody can say that, but I don't think Claxman defense is that much better than Clowney's. I would disagree. Somebody say that. I would disagree.
Okay.
It's better.
What were you drinking tonight? Because I want to.
Right. I don't know. I can't.
I'm not.
But,
I'm just saying for the small sample size I've seen, Clowney defense is really legit. That's what I'm
but
saying.
here's
All
my
right, but
thing.
here's
You
the thing
talking
with that
about
though.
the small. Go ahead, Dylan. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Evan Mobley was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate last year. He
Right.
hasn't improved this year. Yes, I can agree with that. But his rookie season and his second year in the league, I can't say that he is even close to Evan Mobley. Like Clowney isn't close to Evan Mobley based on what Mobley's done his first 2 seasons. He's played 10
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm talking about. I get that way. I'm talking about Mobley now, though. I think for the small sample size, I think Clowney can be a problem. I really do think. Well, I've seen for these couple games, you saw how he performed in the Pacer game, and that was a big game.
I was
Yeah,
there.
so that was a big
like I was
game.
gonna say, if you said that,
you was there in that press?
I was there. Yeah, I was there with Jay.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's true. Facts.
What's it called though? If you said that Clowney's ceiling would have been like a potential Evan Mobley, I'd agree with that. But if you're saying that his defense is close to his now, I can't agree with that. Just because we've seen him for 10 games, right? We've seen him play.
Yeah, I mean, ceiling wise, that's why I put the comparison.
Right, like Mobley was a first team all defensive. Was on the first team all defensive team. Like
somehow over Claxman, it still makes no sense. How the fuck did Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green, and Evan Mobley make it over Nick Claxman? Can we just talk?
Yeah, that was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. But
hold on,
I'm saying for the small sample size, man, I don't think he's too far off.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
They saw me put 50 on Claxman when depoy, and they were like, "Fuck him! Don't even put him on a second team."
But hold on. Here's my thing about Noah.
Key, hold on. I just want to just to add to the conversation real quick. His stats is 15 and Mobley's stats is 15 and 8 his rookie season. Do y'all think that Noah Clowney could average 15 and 8 next season?
I think
that's what they said earlier.
I've been crashing out for Clowney. I'm going all the way. Yeah.
Oh, I said Claxman was going to take a leap up to 16 points and like 11 rebounds a game, and I got absolutely fucked on that one. So I'm going to just say no. I'm going to say he's going to be around the lines of like 13 and 8, 13 and 7. That could be more consistency. But again, like I said, it depends on which direction we go. If we're rebuilding, yes, he can be a 15, 16
that's right
game type of guy. But if we're trading for a star, then no, he's going to be around like 10 to 12 points a game.
And that's literally all I was about to say. We throw around this word potential. Potential just means they haven't had a chance to grow yet. And if you do not give them a chance to grow, it's what we call a waste of potential. So,
Key, let me ask you a question, Key. So talk to me about just being a fan and wanting a player to develop the potential and like be teammates. Have the same teammates for like 3-4 seasons.
I say
what teammates you want to see together for 3-4?
I say it time and I say it time and I say it time again. I think that the game of basketball starts long before you dribble a basketball. Like I haven't played at a high level, but I just know I always compare it to something that I've done at a good level. I was in band. I was in a competitive band. And let me tell you, performances started long before. If you ain't eating with your bandmates, if y'all not going out to the same clubs and partying, if you got this person doing this and y'all don't take interest in each other's work, in each other's life, there is no such thing as a team. Like it's not going to happen. And I think, and I said it with young players like Cam Thomas and like Noah, who every time you see them, you hear them talk, all they are talking about, they're not talking about trades. They're not talking about adding nothing or taking nothing away from their team. They're talking about being with their team. Those are the players that I like. Those are the players that I think end up like, you love the Jordans, you love the Kobe's, you love these guys because they said, I'm about to go in here with whoever I got and we about to go out there and try to kill whoever across from us. That's it, plain point blank. And I like those types of players because those are the people that when your teammates are having a slump, having a bad game, going, well, don't even worry about that. We got you next game. That's more important than going out there with your average set.
And I do agree
Draymond Green is a perfect example of that. His stat sheet don't matter for what he brings to that team. Like it's incomparable.
A lot of people need to understand too. Like basketball is all about putting pieces together too. I only played basketball my junior senior year, but I can say that you gotta add pieces that match because you can work. I could go out you can play as hard as you can, but if you're not complimenting the other player, it doesn't matter how hard you work. You're just running for no reason. So it's really it's like a chess match, putting these pieces together. Pieces gotta match each other too. You just can't be putting anything and just, hey, yo, go play hard. Nah, it doesn't, work like
And,
that. You know what I mean?
Right, but
and it's like what Dylan said. It's either you're gonna rebuild and give Cam Thomas, you're gonna give Noah this opportunity. Because everybody, you gotta take your opportunity, man. Opportunities are given.
The opportunities at the deadline is where they fucked up. They could have moved DFS for a first. They were so gun ho on getting 2 firsts for him.
Analysis paralysis.
The Royce O'Neal trade, horrible. How do you not get Bobo or Nazir Little? You're a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah.
And then to top it off, and then to top it off, how are you going to sit here and tell me you want to compete, but you're not willing to give up a first-round pick for fucking DeJounte Murray? A first-round pick for a guy that was averaging 25 and 12.
We got Royce O'Neal for a first-round pick.
Bro, we got Keanu Bates Dion for Royce O'Neal. Who the fuck are we playing with? That's bullshit.
And he got injured. How he got injured? He ain't touched the floor.
Dude, how do you get injured when you literally played 3 minutes as a broken net? This man got hurt practicing? Practicing. I've seen Nets practices. That is some fucking
practice. Waste of space.
So, like I said, this is another small sample size too. Y'all notice when Clowney, Walker didn't play, DFJ didn't play either. Cam Johnson barely played. We became a better defensive team. I don't know if it's just a far stretch. I don't know if it's something
they don't
to
fit
it.
our defensive scheme.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah, that's why I agree. I've been saying that, but I just saying like I agree. I'm with you. That's what my eye test is telling me too. So and you got
I was going to ask one question though to all of you guys, get your thoughts on it because I got to head out here shortly. What do you guys think the Nets need to do with Kevin Ollie? Because from everything that I've seen, this dude's an incredible coach. Whether
I think so too. That's crazy.
I think that the Nets have every chance here to rebuild. You have Mikal Bridges, who could potentially get your picks back, or 2 to 3 first-round picks with value. You got Cam Johnson, who could give you at least a first-round pick. You got Ben Simmons, who you can get rid of and free up money. You got Nick Claxman, who you can bring back and be your highest-paid player. You got Dennis Schroeder, who you could flip for a potential first-round pick next year at the trade deadline, or a young player. DFS, who you can flip for a first-round pick. And then you got a young coach who has already won a national championship and who's also unlocked Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney's potential and Jalen Wilson's. Why would you not want to rebuild?
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, bro.
I'm gonna answer this question tomorrow. You say you're about to head out. All right, cool. I'm gonna answer this question tomorrow. But the panel, who want to answer this question first?
What question?
That Dylan just
what do the Nets do with Kevin Ollie?
I want to answer it first because I know people gonna disagree. Oh no, you can go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, let Jay go first.
He go back to the assistant coaching staff.
Why?
Because I don't think I haven't seen nothing thus far that says we don't need a veteran coach that's going to come in here and really get the veteran coaching and take the reins of what's going on. Because I'm tired of puppets for Sean Mark. I need a real strong coach that knows shit.
Yeah, but we're not talking about a puppet like Jacques Vaughn. We're talking about a guy who won a national championship, who's already made Cam Thomas a better playmaker, who's already made Noah Clowney an actual reliable NBA player. Like,
I'm telling you, bro, I'm not the only one saying it.
Yo,
that's why
I'm gonna answer the question tomorrow. I'm gonna answer the question tomorrow. But that's Jay's answer. Listen,
I ain't say fire.
All right, hold on. I heard you, Dylan. Shout to Nets pressing again, man. Claude Smith said, I enjoyed this stream, Breezy. It's time for this old man to hit the sack. Good night. And he was complimenting your content all night, Dylan. So
I appreciate that, bro. Before I head out of here, though, the one thing I do want to say is I understand wanting to get a veteran coach if you're contending. But again, this team isn't a move away. You need 2 stars. You can't have Mikal Bridges being your second option or second highest paid player. You need to have 2 stars. So I just don't see where it's doable. If they're rebuilding, Kevin Ollie reminds me a ton of Kenny Atkinson. We brought him in as a nobody, and he turned out to be a great head coach. Then we moved him for who we thought was a better fit and didn't work. So all I'm saying is when you strike gold, don't lose it.
before you go, Dylan, I asked these guys because I feel like Kenny Atkinson took 3 years to get that team where he wanted to get it, which got everybody excited. I asked these guys if they was willing to give Kevin Ollie 3 years. They scoffed at me. Everybody, no, hell no, we ain't going 3 years of this shit.
Nah, I'm gonna answer this question tomorrow, but I ain't scoff at you, Jay. I did not scoff at you. It was a big panel that day, though. So you might have thought it was me, but it wasn't me.
I will say I'm conflicted with that question because, like, you would always think, like the saying is, if you got a young team, you get a veteran coach. But I do agree with the sentiment of it ain't like we got a young superstar, so fuck it. Rebuild from the top down. New coach. Let's keep our coach. Let's keep our young core. And let's see what they do for like 2 or 3 seasons. We are ready to waste this 7 seasons.
What's Ollie's record since taking on to
I like the way the young players respond to Kevin Ollie too. And like I said, we went to like 27th defensively to 13th, bro, for the young players. So I mean that's impressive to me because our defense looked leap and bounds the way our defense looked at the beginning. We had all these defenders and they didn't bring their defense to the court. We have all these defenders and they left their defense at home. So it looks like we look like an incompetent defensive team. Like we look like we actually doing something out there. So that's all.
What's Ollie's record? Kevin Ollie is not a normal rookie head coach, though. Y'all got to remember this man has won a national championship.
This is a great question. I'm telling you.
He ran the G League Ignite team, which is what's made some of these G League guys that have come out in the last 2 years who they are. Specifically, Amen Thompson, Asor Thompson, guys of that nature who have been top 10 picks. So this isn't a guy who's done nothing. It's not like Jacques Vaughn, who literally got fired from the Orlando Magic when they were poverty. Like, it's not even like he had a playoff team and did shit. He was just dog shit from the start. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna head out, guys. I appreciate you guys' time. And Jay, Greasy, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Of course, man. Have a good one.
Have a good one, bro. Be safe.
Have a good one, yo.
All right, yeah.
Later.
I'm cashing out for Clowney all next year.
Oh, background making all that noise. Was y'all flipping pancakes?
Nah, my fault. I was getting ice out I got an ice maker. Breezy got to move up in the I got an ice maker. You know what I'm saying? I got a little thing that make ice for me now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's what's up. All right. Remember again, we know already that we all engineers and all of the little sounds in the background is easy for us to pick up.
Another thing too.
I just want to say this: once you become an engineer in like music, your ears always like that to hear like surrounding sounds.
The little intricacies,
like no, serious. It's for real like that.
Me and Jay was talking about that shit earlier. I was just telling
speaking of the little intricacies, man, Day'Ron Sharpe still had the most offensive rebounds tonight. You know what I mean? And
at least he played
11 minutes off the bench. Know what I mean? Still got the most offensive rebounds. Know what I mean? Because Day'Ron Sharpe is still instrumental to the success of this team.
It's awesome.
Because his vertical was retarded. That's why.
The only thing I'm saying, Clowney got a winning record, playing. That's all when he's on the court. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I hear you.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Like
if Noah Clowney averaged 15 and 8, like you said, go get a lotto ticket next year, bro.
Noah Clowney, Claxton, and Day'Ron should not be competing for minutes. Like they all have different roles on the team.
Yeah, I'm about to say they should
help each other out.
The only way you're gonna have to is if you still
the backup center. Noah should not be the backup center. Noah should be a 4. When Claxton goes to the bench, Day'Ron comes in. Like,
I agree.
I agree with that.
That's what I say. Clowney should never be at the 5. Well, he can play the 5 as Spurs.
Spurs. That should be a depth lineup. Put him at the 5. You know how every once in a while, 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Right.
I don't want him at the 5 permanently.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want him there permanently.
Once you need offense, like the way he did in the fourth quarter, I like that. Every once in a while, I just want it to be versatile. That's why I wanted to sometimes go because the lead is like that. Like the dunker spine working, go small ball. Now we could do that with Clowney and still have a decent defense still on the court. You know what I mean? That's all I want.
Yeah.
So
But if
Yeah, no,
niggas
again,
is hesitant on getting rid of Mikel or whatever the case may be, that means we need to target more wings. Because the fact of
um,
the matter is, we still need height
yeah,
in this lineup.
hold on. Listen. I want y'all to also remember that what I realized too about the contrast between Kenny Atkinson and Kevin Ollie. I'm gonna get into that tomorrow with Nets Press, but there's a lot of similarities.
Mikel
Yeah,
not going nowhere, man.
listen.
Bro, he
That
just gave a whole speech
Yeah,
hold on, that
to the whole Brooklyn Nets crowd.
hold on, that part I don't know, but I just wanted to just say this real quick. Like Jay said, to add to that, depth means a lot. Y'all heard me ask Nets Press about how many players should be in the rotation. I'm heavy on 10. You know what I mean? Because you can avoid injury by playing a lot of players, and that's why. And having Sharp on the team, somebody who could get offensive rebounds, players got more confidence in a shot because they were on Sharp in the paint. They're like, if I miss, they were on Sharp might get the rebound. Like, yo, that's part of how they look at it as a scorer. Like, he's that reliable on the offensive side of the ball, bro. Like, that's
yeah, he is. He is.
like,
He
so I'm
is.
just saying, like, for him to be on a rookie contract, you don't want to have to look for that nowhere else. The closest I could think about that was Ed Davis or Drummond coming off the bench. And you know what they was paying Drummond? You know what kind of prospect he was? Again, it's impressive what they do with the front office to get these players. And if they was in college, they'd probably be like in their junior or senior year. Bro, we keep this as like depth, not making them stars, letting them just play their roles. And with a coach like Kevin Ollie, I don't know. I think we gonna be competitive. All right,
Yeah,
I
but
want
that's why I agree with Jay, yo. I agree with Jay that
I'm really
Bebe
happy.
should be at the 5.
I just want to say I'm really happy that we won tonight's game. I mean, I know it didn't mean much, but to win the last home game and bring some type of pride and hope, like some, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
saying?
good
Well,
omen. That's
Friday.
like
I
a
If
mean,
good
you,
well,
if
sign.
you,
Friday
if
we
you,
gotta.
yo,
Well,
you
Friday
heard
is
Kevin
the
Ollie?
big cheese. So
Kevin Ali interview, he bigged up. Like I've been saying that for. He talks a lot. Like Cam Thomas and Clowney is one. You could tell. I think if Kevin Ali can control the roster next year, and he can have it the way he wants it, and like Jay point, he put Clowney at the power forward, even with Sharp and Claxman. So and like it was Breezy point, Breezy and somebody else. I think Joey was saying, if I'm not mistaken, they just got to build more chemistry, because if Claxton and Clowney look good just with barely having games together, imagine with chemistry. Just imagine.
Right, they're gonna
That's
have
what I'm
that
saying.
trust in each
Hold
other.
on. When do we expect the chemistry after two seasons together, 3
40
seasons?
games.
Yo,
40
okay.
games, yeah.
So
Yeah.
hold on. Let me break down why I always say 40 games.
All right,
Truthfully, I kind of just stole it from LeBron, to be really honest with you. But
that's
Oh
right.
shit.
you got 10 games, roughly 10 games or so, to watch how they just move around with their team. Fuck the scoring. They might do this, they might do that. And then you got 20 games after that you are going to only focus on where are they shooting from, where are they not shooting from. And then the next 10 games after that, you pushing them to the least percentage spot on the floor. And by then, that's when you start to tell. That's when Kyle Korver became Kyle Korver. That's when these players become like, okay, he's gonna be a shooter. He's a spot up shooter. That's when they start giving people these introductory titles, because now you know, no matter what, when they putting the pressure on, when the times get tough, what are they naturally going to defer to? Is he gonna be a spot up shooter? Is he gonna be the defensive anchor? Is he gonna be these things? And by the time they get the scouting reports, and I use Cam Thomas as a really good example, because at
Bro,
this point, if you don't think Cam Thomas is a scorer, you don't
bro,
know a lot. Like
not
the
to
whole
cut you off,
NBA knows
bro,
that.
but this team don't do it that way, bro. This team, like, they tell you what you're gonna do and make you to do that, even if that's not what you're good at. For example, Cam Thomas where we knew he was a natural scorer, but they tried to make him into a spot-up three-point shooter because that's what they needed at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just bad coaching, though. That's just
Yeah.
and literally, I said it about Jock Vaughn before. That's a decision that a nigga who happy to be there make.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think
these
most of the
decisions,
season was bad coaching. I think
like,
that's how it's been for the
Hold on.
majority of this season.
Hold on, go ahead, LM. We're gonna go to Leaf after that. Go ahead, LM.
So look, right? I'll say this, right? And niggas look at me like I'm crazy, but the fact of the matter is, I feel like this team could have made a play-in this year. If you look at the games that we've had, but
Mm-hmm.
lost the lead in, most of that shit is attributed to bad coaching. If you look at Atlanta and Chicago, them niggas is not above 500 either. But the fact of the matter is, they won the games that they were supposed to win, and their win
Mm-hmm.
totals is up. So the fact of the matter is, if our win totals was up, even if we weren't above 500, we would have at least been in a spot where okay, we can possibly make the play-in. And on top of that, remember after the All-Star break, niggas started getting injured, so that definitely would have kind of tipped the scales in the standings a bit. But all that was attributed to bad coaching. I said on paper, this team isn't bad if niggas know they roles. And on top of that, you got Cam Thomas, who before our eyes is elevating into, I'm not gonna say a superstar, but the dude looked like an all-star, me personally. So I
Yeah.
think if you have that moving forward, with Clowney being what he is, they might chase the star. Who knows? Can't tell. They still might. Yo, Donovan up for grabs. Let's do it. But if I'm Sean Marks and I'm in the front office, I'm looking at what I got here. Even how the kids and like the Barclays is responding to these young guys. Like I'm looking at that and I'm like, yo, we might have something here. Maybe you look at that and be like, yo, I don't know about this star thing. Let's see what we got here and build something homegrown, kind of like a OKC or Minnesota. But
But hold
I don't
on.
know.
Honestly, I feel like they tried that this. They feel like they tried that this year and it didn't work. That's why they're going back to the start thing.
But hold on. Let's
I don't know.
can we make things simple like we were saying earlier, right, Jay? Let's get to it. Star, all-star, or superstar. Somebody break down the difference, man. Have at it. Because my thing is, if y'all saying that he's not gonna be a superstar next season, fine. But to say he's not gonna be a star, I don't know, man. Somebody
okay.
said Joey
Stars got
BK, hold on.
sneakers,
Joey
man.
BK sent me a stat, said that he scored 14 times this season, and that was in front of the higher draft picks. Like you would expect those guys to Jalen Green being one of them. I think he had 13. Which
So
is
I think
So
a
I don't get.
superstar
like
is
Cam
like
Thomas is a bucket.
I think a superstar is somebody who can operate outside of a system, i.e., LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant. Like it don't matter; they plug and play. You put them somewhere, they're gonna give you the same production.
Cam Thomas is
regardless.
consistent with that, Key. I've seen him do
I
that.
think
Any
I
round
think
that
Cam
he was
Thomas will be a star next season. I think that he will make his first All-Star game, and I think the whole league is already on notice.
Huh?
But I think the problem is that he doesn't play on a team that's threatening yet. So if you got somebody dropping 30, but it's not threatening, then that's okay. But now once you start seeing the wins pile up, as I think I'm hoping we're gonna have a better. I feel like we really can't get no worse than this. Like even if we went into the next season with this exact team, I feel like we got to do better than what we did this year. That's just how I
He's
feel.
right.
This is how
Hold
I
up.
feel.
I want to elaborate on that, right? Because he got a point. We got to remember when Devin Booker was doing what he was doing, niggas didn't give a shit. Why? Because he wasn't winning.
It wasn't
The
threatening.
it wasn't a threatening team. Now that he's doing what he's doing and he's getting wins and he's an all-star now, niggas is taking him a bit
So he
serious
basically Devin
because
Booker before he got Chris Paul.
I mean,
Oh, to be honest,
yeah, I won't say he's
so
Devin
let me
Booker,
ask you an
but
honest question.
the
It's not even
trajectory is
crashing
with
out.
him.
It's not even crashing out at this point. It's not even crashing
I
out at this
think.
point.
Hold on.
So you
All-Star
saying
for me.
Cam
I'm
Thomas?
asking.
So
I
you
think.
saying
Hold on.
so
I
you
think
saying
All-Star
Cam
for me.
Thomas really not better?
All-Star for me
A
is
better
a player
scorer?
you can't guard one-on-one no more. I think that's an all-star
Right.
for me. Like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Can't guard one-on-one. And Cam Thomas seen a lot of double teams this season.
You can guard. Yeah, that's basically an
wait,
all-star.
so basically,
you getting superstar treatment in the which has the
Nah, we can't say superstar treatment yet, Breezy. We can't say superstar.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Not yet, bro.
Wait a minute. Hold the fuck up.
Before
Y'all
we start
niggas is
going
basically
off the
telling
rails.
me. Y'all niggas is basically telling me that Cam Thomas is Devin Booker before he got Chris Paul.
I'm not saying he's
No,
Devin Booker. I'm saying that niggas don't care about the win. They don't care about the points and shit if you're not winning, bro. With Devin Booker and Phoenix, the nigga was putting up 28, but them niggas was damn near a lottery team every year before he got Chris Paul. So until the wins start going up, they not gonna see that niggas an all-star or superstar until they start getting wins. Now Devin Booker's like, yo, he one of the best shooting guards in the league now. Niggas put some respect on his name. They did that double team shit to him in the off season. Niggas was clowning him like, yo, you can't handle a double team.
Bro,
now niggas in the court, he don't give a fuck about that double team shit now.
Shout out to the Thomas, big dog
what it is.
But Cam play
all-star somebody can't guard one-on-one no more. That's for me, bro. That's why.
Cam I agree.
And I feel like a superstar is somebody that can play both sides in the court.
First off, Cam ain't even played 65 games yet. Let's get that out of the way.
He got one more.
The 65 game is on Friday.
He got one more game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's our dad. Yeah, that's the okay. All right. So when he get there, then okay, boom, we can have all of this.
But my whole thing is,
fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna lie.
He got one more game.
I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all niggas gotta stop being defensive when it comes to when I say shit, bro. Like,
I think he could be I think he could be an all-star. I don't know about superstar, but he can definitely be an all-star.
65 games. Fuck out of here.
Please let me work.
Y'all niggas gotta stop being defensive y'all gotta stop being defensive when I say shit. Y'all gotta stop being defensive when I say shit. But hold up, bro. Like, I ain't even get a chance to talk.
Hold on, listen. You're right. All I'm trying to say is I wasn't trying to be defensive. I'm saying I never heard you say that until you did 65 on your video. Now that you did 65 games, now you want to talk this 65 shit. Like, I just
you was talking that shit earlier about the MIP, nigga. What you mean?
No. But again, I'm saying that because based on the numbers, and again, this is not glazing, this is statistics. Every MIP before this one that I'm talking about this season, the point jump was the biggest difference in who got MIP. One for marketing, one for Randall. And I say, come down to point jump, he's one of the players that had the biggest point jump from last season to this season prior.
Absolutely, I'm not disagreeing with that.
So that's why
but he's not Maxi.
You should consider
it. But we gotta understand, bro. Like, it's other candidate. Like, it's another candidate across the board, bro. Like, that's on the up and up. So that's null and void. Now
it's not null and void.
Hold up. Wait on, Jay, chill, bro. Hold on. Wait a second. In terms of this all-star shit, bro. First off, we gotta ask ourselves at the guard position, bro, because they do it guards, forwards, and centers. At the guard position, who is on that all-star ballot every year? You know you're gonna have Halliburton. You know you're gonna have Trey Young. You know you're gonna have Dame. You know you're gonna have a whole bunch of other niggas. You probably gonna have
Maxi gonna be on there.
You know, you're gonna have Maxi. You know you're gonna have Zach LaVine. You know you're gonna have all of these 28 per game niggas. you're gonna have Spider.
Hold on.
So the slots is already
you mentioned, how many did play 65 games?
You said who?
Out of all of the players that you just mentioned, how many of them play 65 games?
I don't know. You gotta do that homework, bro. Like,
I'm gonna do the homework.
Nah, but he's talking about all-star, BZ. He's not talking about the most improved.
Because they not qualified. They're not eligible. If
he's talking about the all-star game, bro.
He's talking about all-star. He's just talking about all-star. He's talking about all-star.
Yeah. So listen. The reason why I'm saying it like this because you gotta narrow it down. Like, the thing is, all right, we saying all-star, bro. All right, so we got to figure out how many niggas at guard are going to be all-star ballot.
There's a lot of niggas ahead of him in the East. I ain't going to hold you.
Okay, all right. So we just talking about the East.
A lot like who?
I just gave you the
name. Yeah, but hold on. Lee,
Halliburton, Maxi, Donovan Mitchell, Trey Young.
Maxi is a point guard. Hold on, Maxi is a point guard, bro.
Yeah.
He's still the guard. He's still a guard.
They're
The
gonna do it
guards.
guards, forwards, and centers, bro.
Guard, yeah, they
that's
do
how
it
they
by
gonna do it.
guards, forward. Yeah, right.
But
They do it by
Leaf, let
guards,
me ask
forwards,
you a
and
question.
Cam
Like,
Thomas can make an all-star.
y'all talking like he ain't one of the best 10
But
guards.
what?
He
But
got
hold on.
But if we not on a winning team, Breezy, that shit not gonna matter.
But hold on.
Cam
Let me
Thomas
ask y'all a
been
question. Let me
averaging
ask you a question.
25 since March.
Let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you a question.
And where we at? 11.
Do you remember, Leaf? Do you remember the seasons that Tyrese Halliburton had before when he finally made his All-Star game? You remember that season? I think Cam Thomas is going. I think Cam Thomas is going to have a season like that next year, if
That's
given
possible.
the opportunity. Because I
That's
feel like,
that's very
bro,
possible.
if you give him 30 minutes, he's putting up 30 points.
That's very possible. But at the same time, it's something that Jay said
It's based
earlier
on
when I
team
got up in.
success though too.
It's something that Jay said when I got up in here, bro. Like, we expecting dudes to be immediate at spots that they're not good at on this team. That's what we're expecting. The thing is, the lineup that I saw tonight is probably the lineup that we're gonna start the next season with, bro. These niggas had like 12 blocks in the backcourt body in the front court body stuff, bro.
Don't forget Day had 2 extra ones.
And Dayron had 2 extra ones, bro. So Dayron is gonna be in, like, the niggas in the front court. They're gonna be in the rotation. Clowney is ascending, bro, very, very quickly. Very, very quick. He did some Wemby shit tonight, bro. Like, we only see Wemby get 7 blocks a fucking game. That's what we only see, bro.
The hard part about me putting a forward above a guard is that realistically, for a forward to be the centerpiece of a team, he has to be like Wemby. He has to be out. He has to be amazing. He has to be in.
No, he got to be Apollo.
I wouldn't say he got to be like Wemby. He probably got to be. He
got to be like Apollo or Giannis.
No, I wouldn't even say that.
Does.
Listen, you got Paulo. You got Giannis. You got a couple of niggas.
But you talking about the super upper echelon of the forward position. Period. Like, we're not talking about the best in the East. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, no, like, I think Noah, I don't know. Like, I always say I don't really like to make predictions until I really see niggas play. But I do think he has upward trajectory. But do I think he has Giannis upward trajectory? I gotta wait and see first. I can't put that. We couldn't even put that on Giannis.
So hold on.
We didn't even put those things on the people who are those precedents.
Hold on, y'all. Let me say this real quick. In Devin Booker's 4th year, he averaged 26.6 points per game. Can Cam Thomas average 26 points per game next season?
He was averaging 28 in the beginning of the season.
That's not even average. 25 since the beginning of the month.
Yes, he can.
Here's the thing: the points ain't the scoring ain't the problem. Everything
the
else
team success is.
The scoring ain't even an issue, bro. Like, everything
else. The scoring is not the scoring is not his issue. The team success is the issue. That's the main thing that counts in these all-star talks.
Hold on, listen. I'm not saying that. Y'all talked about Chris Paul before Devin Booker got there. I told you about his 4th year. That's all I did. I just contrasted his 4th season to Cam Thomas' potential 4th season.
I got you.
But y'all also talking about chain consistency. You only gonna be as consistent. Like I watch a lot of MMA. You know, like, you have to be a part of the sport to become a good consistent. If you don't consistently get, like, if you know every night I'm about to go out there and get 25 minutes, right? That's way different than one week you got 6 minutes, then the next week out of nowhere you got 20 minutes. You don't really find a rhythm. That's just so important. So now with him having, which I'm hoping, I'm not saying the Nets are going to do these things because I've seen worse decisions, but if hoping that they go, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to chill with our young core. Cam Thomas is our scorer. And we're going to fill the rest of these quote unquote pseudo positions, these enforcer. We're going to fill that out as we go through the season. But we got to start with the only thing we know. If we give Cam Thomas 25 shots, he's putting up 30 points. And that's all you can ask from a scorer. Anything else?
That's a fact. I mean,
we can just fill it in.
But at the same times, bro, we can't ignore. Listen, I personally think I personally think our front line. I personally think our front court situation is solidified in terms of coming into next season, bro. Like because if for anybody in here to say that we didn't find something that we like in the front court with Claxton and Clowney, go ahead, Ice.
Yo, so I was saying this about scoring. Would you say 20, 28? Right?
No,
Would you say 26, 25?
26, yeah.
No,
25,
he averaged 26 points per 6 points.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll say
he
this.
averaged
It depends on the style of play and the players that he's playing with to average that. You gotta realize, like Alan said, you gotta realize who he was playing with when he was scoring that, and the tempo and the rhythm and the spacing and how they was playing, that he was able to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That allowed him the freedom to score that much because just like you're saying, he was averaging 26 or 28 earlier. I think it was actually 30, and Bridges was averaging 26. It was the style of play that allowed them to play like that. If they don't have that style of play, then I don't think he gets back to that scoring like that.
Yeah, I was just saying in a perfect world, like if they did that, like he's definitely putting up those numbers.
I think when it comes to Cam Thomas too, with that, I think he definitely can. I think now he kind of knows. I don't know. I think we finally finding our direction or whatever. I think he can still score that if he really wanted to. Like I really do think, but I feel like he'd be picking his spots now. Know how to like implement his other teams, pick his shots, and I think he'd be developing more into a better player. That's what I'm seeing. But
and that's coming with the consistency of minutes, bro. That's just him just playing.
I don't think Cam Thomas is gonna lose minutes next season. But what I'm saying is, the talks that we're talking about, All-Star, Cam gonna put up the numbers. That's never the issue. The issue is the team's success. We gotta see if Brooklyn is top fifth seed or something in the East, then I feel like he'll be looked at more in terms of them guard spots and be like, oh, okay, let's try to get Cam Thomas into the All-Star game. But if we 10th and 11th at the bottom of the East, they not gonna look at Cam Thomas as an All-Star regardless of the numbers he putting up. It's a lot of stuff that takes place into getting somebody in the All-Star. They're gonna take a Maxey over a Cam Thomas because Philly is third in the East, and that nigga putting up 25 and shit, and they winning. So you gotta take all of that goes into account.
I do agree with you. I just want to play devil's advocate.
So my thing is, because sometimes even like when we said about stars, right? We said about All-Stars, right? We know that Cam Thomas can keep up to all the All-Stars. So I think in my eyes, he's an All-Star. Even though, sometimes people don't get credit. For example, like I like to use this example, right? Y'all remember when D Rose was coming, right? Everybody praised D Rose back then. Y'all remember that? But people forget how good Russell Westbrook. Arguably, you can make. So I'm saying sometimes people don't get credit for, like, you know what I mean? I think Cam Thomas can be one that we know what we got with Cam Thomas.
Let's do the Iceman, Ivan. What you say, Iceman? Iceman, you there?
Oh, Ice. Mom. What I was gonna say, all of these things is delicately true, but I put him in the start.
All I wanted to answer Quaker Ghana question.
Damn, Leaf, I can't even hear you, nigga. You talking through you chewing on the food and shit. I can't even hear you, nigga.
Right. Lonnie and DSJ, man. And we got to keep Watford though, Quaker Ghana. Watford is important because he can bring the ball up. And he ain't gonna do razzle dazzle, but he's gonna bring the ball up. Ain't gonna be no turnovers. He gonna bring the ball up. You know what I'm saying?
Playmaking was ghost.
He put pressure on the bigs. He draw fouls. You can't leave him open for three. He'll knock it down. And he's a solid. He's a good rebounder. So we keep him. But DSJ and Lonnie Walker, you know what I mean? LaGuardia this way, JFK that way, type.
Nigga said LaGuardia this way, JFK that way. Damn.
Crazy.
Them niggas was already on 1-year deals, bro. Like we ain't got no
they was getting moved regardless.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. They're like, we ain't had no choice but to get rid of him.
They said Port Authority. Y'all niggas drive me, sir.
Port Authority.
But we can't get rid of all our wings, y'all. We still need wings on this team inside.
No, I'm not for getting rid of our wings. Here's the thing that I've been saying for the last 2 weeks. Listen,
but Lonnie and DSJ short.
Yeah, they short. They
No,
guards.
I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm saying just
Listen.
what Schroeder brings, man. He kind of does both of what they do, man, and he's more consistent than on the offense.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. That's why I'm not on that. Listen, by the time Mikal, DFS, and Cam Johnson get back into the roles that they was on their previous teams, then we're gonna go back to being a playoff team, bro. Like they got to get back to the listen.
I agree with Leaf.
They have to have a setting to where they can get back into those roles that they were on those previous teams. Then we're going to get back to being a playoff team once they get back to those roles.
Can I be honest with you?
Because you know what else that means? That means everybody else. That means the young players around can continue to show their skill set, like the Cam Thomases and the Clowneys and all the other young and the Wilsons and all the other young players are getting ready to show their skill sets. Meanwhile, you got three wings that's veterans at they roles that's good. That's been great at their roles on a previous team. They're just filling the blanks. That's all, bro.
I say we keep all three of them and get rid of CJ.
No.
Get rid of
Hold on. Before you disagree with him, give him a fair chance for a soliloquy. Explain
Yeah,
why.
I know you. Yeah, you would say that.
My.
Explain why you would say that.
Here's my thing. I don't get the hype. I never really got the hype. I will never be on that bandwagon. And at the end of the day, he is playing the 4, and that's taking up a very valuable spot in a position in the league right now. Like that's probably the most star dominant position at this point. So like, do you really need that contract at that position with that productivity?
As a backup,
you don't play him at the 4 next season. You put him at the 3.
I gotta respond to that. As a backup, yes, because you're gonna need floor spacing. And as far as the contract go, bro, listen, with the new money that's coming in, that shit gonna be Scooby snacks compared to what other niggas is gonna be getting, bro. Like and the money that's gonna be being given away in future free agencies. We talking about 1-2 years from now, bro. Like, so that we look at that contract the same way you would look at DeJounte Murray contract. DeJounte Murray probably got one of the friendliest contracts in the league. He don't see no new money until 2029, and he getting 21 mil a year, bro. Like that shit gonna seem like 10 mil a year 10 years ago. I'm telling you, bro. Like that shit ain't no chicken at all, bro. Like
so you like his productivity even off the bench, is what you saying?
His productivity, or even off the bench, bro, is still what like 11 points or something, and still shooting 39% from 3.
I feel like
off the bench.
I feel like especially but then now we talking about he gonna come behind and play the 4 when the person who gonna come off the bench playing the 4 is probably going to be in that rotation next to the 5, the second biggest person on the court. I just don't
play the 4.
He should not play the 4 at all. And then you move him down to the 3, and then now you move him down to the 3. And now you fucking with that whole little 1-2-3 thing that you really could have with the flexibility of having Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas being able to be flexible between the 2-3 and Mikal Bridges being flexible between the 2-3.
The reason why I said the 4 is because here's the reason why I said the 4. The reason why I said the 4 is because 9 times out of 10 we're probably gonna run speed. This is one of probably the reasons why we tried out the Noah Clowney Claxton lineup tonight, because both of them niggas is very agile at the 5 and the 4, and they got speed advantages. So the thing is, unless we run that lineup as a go-to lineup next season, then you got DFS running the 4, or then you got him running CJ running the 3 coming off the bench. Like, but you have them running it like in spurts where Clowney, you don't want to overexert Clowney, so you're gonna give him like 27 minutes to start, even though he's gonna be a starter, but he's still gonna be playing like 20 something minutes. Yeah, he played him like 40 minutes today, man, because the rest of these niggas is it's the end of the season. 1, 2, you want to see how much more he could do, and what he's capable of, and we all saw it. And 3, the thing is when you going through a regular season where you're up in the standings and we actually getting traction in the standings and everything, where like it's almost gonna be the same thing with San Antonio's doing with Wemby. That nigga ain't even averaging 30 minutes, bro. And he putting up the numbers that he putting up. Did y'all niggas know that?
They said Wemby. I think they said he's like the only dude to ever average 5 blocks, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 like it's like a quadruple 5 he got.
Yeah, 5 by 5.
But and that goes back to the question that I asked earlier, because are we really giving Noah that level of? Are you saying that that's his upside, franchise level forward?
Yeah,
I don't know about
it has to be, because the thing is his upside is not to be ignored. I don't think we screwed up this draft. It's no way we got Jalen Wilson, who's looking like he can start or he can start or get rotation minutes out of the gate. When is the last time we valued rookies? These niggas is rookies. When is the last time we valued rookies out of the gate? It wasn't Cam Thomas. It wasn't Noah Clowney. It wasn't Jared Allen, because them niggas had to wait their turn. When is the last time we valued rookies? Because that's what Wilson and that's what Clowney is.
And we still got Derek. Hopefully he come back better.
Derek is basically our pick for this upcoming draft.
Right. And that nigga like 6'7". So in terms of height, we got some height in this draft.
But we're not talking about height. We're talking about size.
But
like size is the total package. Pause. Is he 6'7" and is he 220, or is he 6'7" and he's 195?
Well, Derek is 220.
I think more what you asking for, bro. I think it's more on the terms of wingspan. Do we have players that's gonna get their hands in a pass, that's gonna get in the passing lanes just off the strength of their wingspan and shit like that? All right, yo.
I ain't gonna lie. Is that Leaf still? That's you, Leaf? Leaf,
yeah,
right?
Yes, man. Yeah.
Yo, if Noah has that type of upside, the year he does that, buy a lotto ticket, bro. I'm not saying he not gonna be that, but from what I've seen, I think he could be good. Great. Let me see. Good. And over 82 games, you think that a group of rookies is going to be that productive?
Their rookie season is about over. Their rookie season is about over. Let's get that out of the way.
But really, they about to be rookies because they hardly fucking played. So they over an 82 stretch, we really about to see their first legit beginning, middle, and end. If they go this route, because we all still really talk. That's where the Nets could fuck this shit all the way up. There are many ways this offseason to fuck this up all the way.
They could after they could mess it up, but they could mess it up.
Let's keep it positive though. Let's keep it positive.
They could mess it up, but in terms of
Leaf is the wrong nigga to keep it positive with.
I definitely positive with. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I could definitely dump this shit overboard, bro. If shit don't go, I ain't gonna lie.
I know, me too. I can say 2 things off rip that would make us garbage next season, and they're very possible things. But I don't even want to talk about. I don't bring it up. We say that for another show. I don't want to bring it up.
Right.
Happy thoughts. All
right, listen.
I'm just saying, a bunch of pretty much rookies over an 82 game stretch. We'd be lucky if we over 500, but that's not a bad thing if that's the direction we going in. That's not bad.
It's not bad, because here's the thing: we already won 30 something games with as bad as our roster was this year.
Right. That's
you know
my
what I'm
point.
saying. So I mean, my thing is, if you're gonna sit up in here and tell me that
we would have won more games if Cam Thomas was the number 1 option the whole season.
100%.
Everybody keeps saying that shit, but listen, look.
I mean, because the game of basketball is about scoring points. That's the very beginning where you got to start.
But also coaching too.
Also coaching and making the right subs and the right rotations and put them out on the court as well. But
it's a shame what they did to Harry Giles. That nigga should have had more minutes the whole season.
But it is a shame. But if Cam Thomas doing more of this at earlier portions of the season, meant 3 more wins, man, fine. I'm whatever. We're like, listen, as long as we ain't listen, the less we in the shitter, bro, the more I'm like, all right, man, this ain't the worst team that we'd had. I done calmed down over the past couple of months. These niggas will tell you, bro.
I thought he was about to say years. Nigga said
No. I
months.
done calmed down in the past couple of months. These niggas will tell you we was 3-3, bro, and I was
Nah,
raving.
it was yeah.
This
It
nigga
was
Leaf got
bad, bro.
older and wiser since his birthday.
Right, beginning of the
Nah,
season, he was like, "Yo, chill. It's only game 3. Like, yo,
like
you
nah,
gotta relax,
the
bro."
hell with all of that. I could already see the weaknesses, bro. Like
He said,
way
blow this
back
shit
then.
up.
Like this shit is ridiculous. But but everything that you said about the basically the players that's about to be quote unquote full rookie
Like
seasons or whatever.
like honorary rookies on their Blake Griffin shit.
Like honorary rookies and shit like that, bro. Like the way that I see it is that we have a direction. We have a direction, and the direction is playing these young players. Now, of
But it
course,
sounds like you like playing you like giving Noah the keys more than you like giving Cam Thomas the keys, and that's what's confusing me.
No. I'm like giving Noah a spot that's vacant, bro. Because
Okay. I get what you're saying now. Okay.
Like let's be 100, bro. The 4th spot, not just on our
It's
team,
empty.
but in the league, is vacant, bro. It's vacant.
It is.
It's vacant as hell, bro.
There's not a lot of good forwards
Outside of the superstar niggas, bro. Like we talking about Giannis, Ben Carroll, who was the All-Star this year already. Who else? Bum ass Julius Randle, man. That's out. His
Sorry,
weak ass. Who else?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Towns.
Yeah,
His weak ass is
honorary
out.
power
That's another
forward.
weak. That's another weak
Right.
nigga that was out.
Yo, y'all ever heard that nigga voice?
Yes, bro.
Yo, he
That
be
nigga
trying to
sound
change
mad
his
weird.
voice. He be trying to change his voice bad, bro. That should be having me weak.
That nigga too big to have that voice.
Nigga say he too big to have that voice.
Devin Booker voice pool is deeper than his.
Sound like
No, that nigga, no, I'm talking about right. Cause that nigga cat voice mad high pitch. Finna be some big ass nigga like that. That shit weird when I ain't know he sound like that.
Me neither.
I think we did good tonight. I think we went to I think he be sounding crazy,
weird,
bro.
like, oh shit, that's how he talk.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Listen, over the course of the season, bro, I've been falling asleep. Like 2 minutes left on some games. Like we done been in the shitter, bro. Like badly, bro. And
we gave it a good fight though.
We gave it a good fight and won.
Nah, we gave up leads and couldn't execute in 4 quarters. That's what the fuck happened.
Exactly. The games that we was getting absolutely shitted on, bro. Like I'm like, good God, bro. These niggas.
Yo, John Vaughn coached a hell of a game that game.
Please stop.
You don't remember that?
This is the cool. At least I never heard
the whole team.
I never heard Ollie.
That nigga gave
I never
up
heard Ollie in the post game.
And said he coached.
I never heard Ollie in the post game tell the media, you're like, yo, shit, maybe I'll ask him what he did to win tonight.
I think they just got tired of him saying stupid. I think they just got tired of him saying stupid shit, bro. That's what it was.
That thing pissed me off, bro.
Jock Vaughn sitting the whole team and then saying I coached a hell of a game was the fucking most hilarious shit I ever seen.
It wasn't funnier than go ask JB.
And then
nothing was funnier than go ask JB.
Look. The funniest part about it is, he wanted to sit Mikal too, but Mikal refused because of his streak.
Mm-hmm.
He got to keep that streak
that is
going.
a fact.
So Mikal played 20 minutes.
In that Milwaukee game, we could have won.
Minimum. He played the 20-minute minimum, bro, and then got out of the game.
But now, hold on.
That's why I say bad
wanted
coaching attributed to most of
I
the
wanted
season.
to play devil's advocate on something before that somebody said about Cam Thomas not being able to be an all-star on an 11 seed team.
Oh yeah,
I would usually agree with you, but this is a New York market. And not only is it a New York market, it's a New York market with no star. This is like, and not no star, period. Almost no star in any major sport, almost. Like, if Cam Thomas come out and by game 22, 23 is averaging 26, 27 points and 3-4 assists, we talking a whole. It don't. We could be 0-20 fucking 3. We talking a whole. The city is waiting for that marketable.
You
That
know what the crazy
person.
thing
I
is?
disagree, but
Are we
the
You know,
thing
serious
you
right
with
know,
now?
that
you
is,
know, you know what the crazy thing is? We was 3-3. Cam Thomas was averaging 29, 3-3, bro. Like,
And they sat him down
nobody was saying Cam Thomas as an all-star, bro. Not a damn
because that's
soul.
3-3.
No,
At
no,
three
no,
and
no.
three, the only
Hold on.
people you talking about in the All Star game is Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Giannis. But
Hold on.
23 games in, if he kept that up for 20, that's how everybody breaks into the All Star game. They go on these ridiculous streaks before the All Star break, and you like, look who's getting some minutes in this year's All Star game.
Bro, hold on.
Listen.
Hold on.
And that was my
the
point
only
about
reason
Tyrese
why I
Halliburton.
disagree with that is because if that was the case, that would have been the case for him this year. Because Scotty Barnes got the nod over him as a replacement, and they was below us.
Bro,
But
hold
So
on, bro. Hold
but
on. Y'all forgetting one main
The
thing,
niggas know
bro.
Scotty Barnes'
Scotty
name
Barnes
among
is a
them.
Bro,
starter.
Hold on,
Niggas
bro,
know
easy.
Cam name now.
bro.
Right. Scotty Barnes
Jalen,
has
bro,
been a
bro,
starter.
Nah,
Day one
bro.
Oh, let
starter.
Hold
Easy
on,
talk.
no, but he was still a
hold on,
replacement. They wasn't looking at Cam Thomas. Be
bro.
like, yo,
Because
let's try to
Cam
put
Thompson
Cam in
was
there.
not a
Hold on,
Cam
hold on.
Thomas was not a
Yo, let
starter.
Easy go. He was waiting patiently. This nigga really trying to get
My
it
fault.
before.
Bro, hold on. I've been letting y'all cook the whole fucking night. Hold on, son. Bro, are y'all forgetting Jalen Brunson playing the city, bro?
He's a
Yeah, but
bum.
he's not
Oh shit.
marketable. He's not marketable. He got
Damn
Nah,
he's
sure
no,
ain't,
got
no,
the
my
no,
nigga.
no. I'm
personality
not.
of a
Even though he a
cactus in a
bum and I
fucking
hate him,
But they
raincoat.
always gonna
they are
choose
trying
him.
to
Oh,
market
they
him
gonna
right
choose
now. If
him
you
over
really
Cam
look,
Thomas.
A nigga putting up damn
For,
near
and
30 in the city,
for
I
bro.
ain't
an
gonna
But he's
All
lie.
not
Star
they wait,
game, they gonna choose him over Cam Thomas.
I
but
mean,
hold on.
for a bum, that nigga's damn sure going crazy.
Yeah,
But
for
hold
a
yeah,
on.
bum.
yeah, that's true.
But hold on. My thing is they team still want Julius Randle to be the guy.
That's true.
And if they
That's the
do, that's
person that
dumb.
they pushing.
You
I
sure?
mean,
And he's not
but
even
And if they
marketable.
do that,
You
that
sure?
nigga Bumpson is
nah,
Things
not
have
after
that
this
changed.
nigga
season, they
the
not.
nigga Bumpson
Things
is
have
short.
changed.
Bumpson been changing been changing that narrative since he got there. That's
Right.
arguably the best free agent in their
They
team's
they
history,
don't make it
bar
where they at
none.
now without Brunson. Period.
That's arguably the best free agent in that team's history, bar none, bro. And they've been shitting the bed for a very long time. They have spent a
Right.
lot of money, bro, like in free
Yo,
agency, and it did
stop
not
See
talking
work.
what
about them
you see what
bums,
Randall
man.
did in
Niggas
that
good
Atlanta
about these niggas,
series.
man.
You said
You
what?
see what
I said stop talking about these niggas. I don't want to say nothing good about them niggas, man.
but the fact that no, but what I'm saying is they will consider a Brunson over
I
a
said
Cam
something good
Thomas
about
just for the
Bumpson,
simple
bro.
fact
The hell
that
with them.
the league values the Knicks. You got to remember them niggas. They
They the
like when the
first
Knicks is
team in the
good because
league.
it gives them more right, but it gives them more marketing in the NBA. The NBA love when the Knicks is good, like it or not. So them niggas is always gonna look at, yo, let's see who on the Knicks is balling. And if it's Jalen Brunson, yeah, get that nigga an all star
Bro, when
spot.
they in the shit of they top five in revenue, bro, like it's because of because of the fucking Garden, bro. Like that's why.
Bro, it's because they
I
was the
mean, it is
first
what it
team in
is, bro.
the NBA. Like
Look at
the
look at the
NBA
listen
was founded in New York.
exactly.
They was the New York team. Like they
Yeah,
got like history
But
in
that just
New
goes
York.
to the whole point, Jay, of they always go in terms of the All Star selection when it comes to Brooklyn or Knicks. Yeah, nigga, they were the first team there. They gonna see who they
if
can
they
get
have somebody if
to
they have
replace
somebody
somebody in the
that's
All Star game.
yeah, of
No,
course. If
yo,
they have
listen.
somebody that's doing
See, but
with
this is what I'm trying to say. Bumson should have probably been a fucking All Star this year, but he a bum, so he wasn't no All Star, was he? He
he
was
was
in the
all star.
3-point bump. He
Nah,
was.
he was
Bumpson
all
is
star.
Oh, all
crazy.
Nah,
right.
I
Well,
don't
he's a
think he
bum.
wasn't.
He's a.
I
Well,
forgot
he
who
was a
they chose
reserve,
over him.
right?
It was
No, because
Scotty
somebody got
Burns or
injured and
something.
he ended up getting in as a reserve.
Nah. They put Trey Young in as an add-on, I think.
Because he's a bum, but he's good. He's good. I'm just calling him a bum because he played for the Knicks. But what I'm saying is, Cam could have gotten there too because the city is big. Like if Cam was playing on that level consistently, I think because the whole beginning of the season, a lot of people in the NBA and the NBA media was just like, "Who is this kid? Who is this kid?" Because they didn't even remember him from all them 40-point games last year, them couple 40-point games last year. But they see it now, and then if next year he's producing consistently, the city it's going to be talked because even because of Brunson, because they talking about him so much, it's gonna be an argument between them two, kind of. Like I'm telling you, bro.
That's true, but I still think team success adds in that.
I need to ask y'all something.
Like when it comes to fan votes, he gonna get a lot of fan votes.
I need to ask y'all something defensively, bro. Like it seemed like we solidified in the front court, bro, in terms of what we want to do. Like I mean, and how we want to run. So like, if Claxman is going to sign, Claxman is probably going to sign this new contract, and that's going to put us. Yeah. So I listen. How much?
I'm about to be out, bro.
Yeah. So
Right.
but how much we gonna give him is probably more important than anything, bro. Like so, I mean. But Clowney adding to that, bro, like Clowney, listen, for this is a very, very big fact. Clowney is gonna be the future four-man on this team. If it's not clear after tonight, bro, then y'all niggas might as well do something else. Listen, it's clear to me. Like he's gonna be the future four on this team. Now, I think it's important that everybody that we've been trying to trade from DFS to Cam Johnson. Like we said we couldn't put Cam Johnson on the bench because he's making $100 million. Where's he at? He's on the bench. He's been on the bench since his last injury. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, bro, that $25 million per year, that $100 million, bro, like it's nothing. It's nothing to a team that's about to go up and get more money, man, from these new TV deals and all of this shit, because that's what's about to happen. That's why I really wasn't bitching like that. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is that I think in terms of the front court, bro, we solidified. And I think everything that we got to work on now is probably more perimeter based and more the backcourt. Does Donovan Mitchell help with that? Probably in scoring, of course. In offense, yeah, he does. In terms of an athlete, bro, like and everything else, yeah, of course he does. But in terms of everything else, I don't know if Donovan Mitchell is necessarily moving the needle, because Cleveland is going to offer him a deal this offseason. If he says no, they're not going to start the season with him. And they're probably going to shop him. I don't know what trade package we got for the nigga, but it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, so.
I'm going to say one more thing. I think our defense, personally, I think our defense is fine if we have the right rotation. I don't think it comes down to necessary. I think the athletes that we have are good enough to play defense at the NBA level with the right rotations. I think the size of our team is really not a problem. Maybe after 3 every now and again, depending on what lineup you put in. But like I don't think much changes should be made unless we're talking about adding depth and youth. Like anything else otherwise it's literally a broken record. We've been there. We've done that. We've watched how other teams have changed the way you build a team. That the league is not the same anymore. You don't start by having the old guys and then they add because the young guys want to play with these old guys. It's clear these young guys don't give a fuck. They trying to cook KD. They trying to cook these people. So get those guys. That's what we. That's what they're doing now. I always use OKC.
That's not true, because
I mean, but that's not the formula though. Like here's the reality is that we can honestly say, bro, there's teams that still stuck to what we were doing when we had KD and Kyrie. The Clippers is one of them. The Clippers is one of them teams that just said, listen, this shit gonna work. The hell with all of that, man. Y'all niggas don't win a title. Listen, I'm gonna sign y'all niggas, but y'all don't win a title, man. That's on y'all. This shit gonna work. When I ain't getting rid of y'all because y'all just been getting injured, bro. We got it. Listen, we got impatient with it. The front office basically, the front office and the management and ownership basically looking KD and Kyrie and said, "Yo, we taking our franchise back. Fuck y'all niggas." So I mean, but that's not what Steve Ballmer did when Kawhi came to him for new money. That's not what he did when PG and Harden and all of them niggas, bro. Like he went all in. You know, the same thing with Phoenix, bro. I guess you could say they went all in because these new owners now they just said, all right, y'all go ahead, take all the money y'all want. Y'all don't win a championship, that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. It's apparent that our ownership not doing that, because if that's the case,
We still have KD, Kyrie, and
I understand that, but at the same time, taking a chance, whether it's going all in on aging stars or going or just saying, all right, yo, let's rebuild this thing and let's do it the right way on some OKC shit.
I feel like we at that point, right? And I feel like not only are we at that point, we are almost at the perfect point. We're at the perfect point that if we let go of certain age ranges, not to be ageist, then we can just supply that with more youth. And then once they become if Noah becomes the person you want, we gotta pay that motherfucker.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, you keep the veterans and the age and the middle-aged stars around for him to gather and learn the ropes. He should these are not lottery picks we talking about. These are niggas, bro. We'll pay when we pay them. You know what I'm saying? All right, we ain't gotta pay them after the season or after the next season, bro. Like, we still got some time where they could still play out 2 cents on the dollar type of contracts, and then we could pay them, bro. Of course we can, but at the same time, don't get rid of your vets just yet, bro. Like, because remember, these niggas still got expiring contracts too, and they looking for contracts on another team at the ages that they are, 27 to 28 to 29 years old, that they're gonna be. When they finally look for their new contract, how we know we can't keep them and pay them 2 cents on the dollar like we was paying the rookies, man, when we got them? How we know that?
I feel like the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
But you need vets on your team.
No, we definitely. That's what I'm saying. We keep everybody talking about Schroeder. I love Dennis Schroeder. Truthfully, I feel like he a plug and play guy. Put Dennis Schroeder on any team, he gonna make it better. He's just that guy. I don't know why. He just does that. I like him. Okay. I like Dorian Finney-Smith, but I just
feel like him in a different role.
Right. I feel like if we talking about the nurturing of this youth, he gotta play he has to. It's either play a different role or, in the words of my son Breeze, LaGuardia is over here, bro. JFK, however you comfortable, Metro North, however.
Listen. This is why I kept saying, if Cam Johnson, and DFS go back to the roles that they had when they was on their previous teams, the youth is gonna start to flourish more and more and more. You're gonna start to see, bro, you're gonna start to see more and more wins because they're not gonna be in the way, and I don't think they meant to be in the way. They just got newer roles and more important roles, and then figured they figured, all right, they probably just needed a year to be like, all right, yeah, we can't do this shit, bro. Like, so let's get back to what we was in Phoenix and Dallas, being
but now let me
specialist.
Let me ask you.
And I think they was cool with that because the thing is, they're not.
Okay, you think they're gonna do that?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do that because the thing is, bro, they was comfortable when they was winning.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to close out. So shout out to Key. My guy Key all the way in the West Coast. It's like 4:00 p.m. over there for him. You know what I'm saying?
It's only midnight.
It's only 11 o'clock over there.
Yeah, it's only 12.
He got 3 hours on us, bro. What you talking about?
No, I'm joking. But I gotta be up early. I'm definitely gonna bring some content tomorrow. I know it ain't no game tomorrow, so I'm pulling up for sure. We was doing the stream earlier. We was talking about the NBA rules. I wanted to get into some of that again. But I'm gonna be back for sure. Shout out to Key, man, join the panel more, man. Shout out to the Eskimo. Shout out to Easy. Shout out to Leaf. Subscribe to Leaf. Excuse me, at Leaf 4788. Shout out to Jay, man. Shout out to Nets Press. Shout out to everybody, LM. Shout out to everybody, you know what I mean, that I may have not mentioned, but shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all the Nets fans. We are best fans. I see you, Just Win Baby podcast. Don't worry, man. We gonna see what's gonna happen. It's easy to talk. It's easy to talk slick, but as a Celtic fan.
The Celtics got one job, bro: win a championship. If they don't, I'm on you niggas. This is just
exactly. We gonna see. You know what I mean? It's easy to. We won tonight, so I ain't jacking none of that shit you talk about. I'm saying, shout out to Jose Bless. Shout out to Orient Kwaku Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Big Dog Hunting, member of the page, a moderator. Shout out to Ivan. He was here. Shout out to everybody. Marlene Sutherland. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get with y'all soon, man. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.
All right.
Oh, yeah.